See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Tallawah TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Tallawah TV with the host and best. So Davis, take it away.
Happy Easter, guys. Happy Easter. I don't know how many of you celebrate Easter. I'll leave that down to you guys in the comment section. I feel like I'm spoiling you with my live stream. I've done a couple live streams on the trot for let's say 2 weeks or coming up to 2 weeks. Pretty much every single day. I did promise on Wednesday that I'll be back today. So hopefully I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying your Easter break so far. Let me know what's on your menu. Tonight we're doing things a little bit different. Might touch on the reggae boys, might touch on the reggae girls. I'm gonna leave that for you guys to decide down in the comment section. You can actually read the banner for yourself, can't you? What's up calling show? I'll leave that one for you guys to decide as well. Something that I've been drumming up and sketching through behind the scenes, trying to see how I can make the program better and more engaging for you guys. Because I get the sense that some of you have so much to say, but you might be a little bit camera shy. So, we've got a couple things to talk about tonight. I think I might keep this one relatively short, considering it is the holidays. And like I said, last couple of weeks, maybe a week and a bit, that's taken a lot out of me. So you guys are tuning in, but you're not saying anything. If you're planning on being a silent watcher, that's probably not a good idea. So, drop some comments in the comment section. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Need to get something up on my phone so I can do a little checklist as I go through the night. So I want to actually express my thank yous. I know I've done this before on quite a few of my live streams, particularly for the guys who tuned in and joined me over the last couple of days around the Reggae Girls content. So, guys like Mikey Balin, Richard Stevens, the Formula Sports. Gonna see if I can actually get this one right. Malik Mills, Tennessee Lewis, Louis Perez Jr. I think that's about it in the last couple of week and a bit. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me on live streams, back to back live streams at that. I'm tired, so I know you guys are definitely feeling the same. And the best one of them all, I know for a fact that the guys won't mind me saying this, but definitely the best guest appearance of the week, definitely without a shadow of a doubt, goes to Miss Tiffany Cameron there, blessing us with her presence. I know the guys enjoyed that one as much as I enjoyed speaking to Tiffany Cameron. Also, prayers, definitely keeping the likes of Coach Karumi and Warren Webster there in my thoughts. And you guys should do the same as well. Whisper a little silent prayer there for Coach Karumi and Warren Webster. Sure, if you're familiar with the Jamaican YouTube community, then you definitely should be familiar with both of their names. So like I said, go ahead and whisper a silent prayer there for both of them. Okay, Mr. Ian Campbell, sir, where have you been? Happy Easter to you. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see that you're about, though. I trust that you're in good health, so it's great to see you around. Fantastic question. I'm leaving that one to you there, Mr. Campbell. Today is a little bit freestyling today. Nothing particularly planned. Just wanted to come on here and just say pretty much hello, checking in how everyone's going, how everyone is doing. My apologies with the Easter break, Easter holiday. So I don't actually have nothing particular in planning. And the main topic actually is the WhatsApp calling show. Gonna let me know what you think of that, Mr. Campbell. If that's something that you want to see me bring onto the show, then let me know in the comment section. Obviously, I work to cater to you guys. Blessings, Brown Man. Happy Good Friday. Hope your Friday's treating you well. How's your weekend looking? Trust if you're in Jamaica, then definitely your weekend should involve a trip to the beach. Or is that an overreach? Is that a stretch? Am I stretching it a bit? I'm gonna put a little stick a fork in it briefly. I'm gonna bring on one of my think it's a regular now. I've done a couple of shows with him, so I kind of feel like he's a regular. You definitely would have seen his face around over the last couple of live streams where the reggae girls are concerned. And if you haven't seen him around, he goes by the name as Mr. Malik Mills. How are you, Malik?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you?
I can't complain. I'm good. I'm less tired than I was some days ago, so I definitely can't complain. How's your Good Friday treating you? I hope it's good. Has it been good?
Yes, it's been very good so far. So
Yeah.
far, I just been, the past couple of days, I just really been, how you just mentioned the reggae girl. I just been thinking about, who would I want in our group.
Okay. Maybe we could chime in on that one. I had Ian Campbell asking what's the topic for today. So if that's something that you guys want to dive into, do let me know in the comment section. Like I said, I don't really have nothing much planned for tonight other than the WhatsApp call-in show there, and I leave that one for you guys to discuss as well. So the groups, that's definitely something that we could tune into or chime into, I should say. Later on in the show. Don't think I'm going to keep this one too long, Malik. So you should be able to get
Mm-hmm.
some much needed rest tonight.
Yeah,
How how you feeling after that round one is finally completed, where the reggae girls are concerned?
well, I'm feeling, pretty much enthusiastic, if I'm saying the word correctly. Hope I am. Um, and also, I feel like we can go toe to toe with America, Canada, Germany, England, Brazil. Yeah, I feel we can go toe to toe with all of them.
Okay. Before I allow you to come on there, I love how certain people can somehow find my live stream when I'm going live, but can't, find my number to say Happy Easter. I'm not gonna name no names there, Malik Mills. I'm just gonna bring a certain comment up on screen, but Happy Easter to you, Lady Talina there. Hope you're enjoying your Easter. I'm not really sure how the Guyanese celebrate their Easter, but you can probably drop some comments in the comment section. So sorry to cut you off, Malik. You can continue.
Yeah, so I'm just basically feeling much that we could go and compete with anyone in the world at any given day. And, I just feel pretty confident with this team.
Who is it that you want in in the group? Because the draw is taking place early next week. I think it's actually on a Tuesday. Let me double check my calendar. Should be taking place on the 18th. What's the 18th? 18th. Oh, it's a Monday actually. My apologies. So who is it that you want one in the group where the women's team's concerned?
Okay, let's see. So, okay, it's already one team in each group. It's already one team. So it's three teams that could go in the group. Correct. Correct. I'm
Eight
correct.
eight teams split into two.
Okay. So, okay, so us in one,
Do you
and
want me to
then
actually
so
read out what the group winners are? Because I think that would probably give people a better
yes,
idea.
yeah,
So,
you can read
okay,
out the group winners.
let me actually read out the other groups for you guys so you can get a better idea as to who is in our group. Bear with me there, guys. See, this is why two heads is better than one because I didn't even think of talking about that tonight. Kind of feel like I've spoken about the reggae girls so much, but there's always something there to discuss. So I'm gonna bring up the shared screen in a moment, guys. Just bear with me, and you guys can see for yourself who the table winners are, or the league winners are. I think I've actually spoken about this already, but for those of you who are just tuning in, like Talina, I'm not gonna name no names with that one. I'm gonna give you guys a little overview or a little gentle reminder. So if I go ahead and turn on that shared screen there and go back over to the groups, let me remove something because there's something in you guys' way. The banner is probably in your way. The comment is definitely Technology is great, guys, but sometimes it isn't that great. My apologies. Don't know what just happened there. But as I was saying, let me go ahead
I,
and
wa-
remove the banner.
I was like, dang, YouTube just cut off her internet.
YouTube is playing about with me. I have no idea what just happened there. All right, let's try that again. Hit the shade screen. And if we go over and look at the round one of the CONCACAF Women's Championship, and this is how the teams finish in terms of the teams that would advance to the next round. The next round, be it the CONCACAF Women's Championship. Round one was the qualifiers, right? Hope you guys are up to speed. Okay, so in Group A, you can see there that out on top it is Mexico. 4 wins from 4 there for Mexico, securing maximum points. Goal difference of 34. So pretty superior there in their groups with points accumulated and the goal difference. In Group B, you've got Costa Rica sitting on 4 wins from 4 games as well. Maximum points with a goal difference of 22. And I believe the best group there is Group C with Jamaica there out on front, out in front, sitting in the first place, quite similar to the first 2 groups in that they have also secured 4 wins from 4 matches, maximum points of 12 with a goal difference of 22. You go down to Group D, you see Panama sitting on top. Quite similar to the last 3 countries there. 4 matches played, 4 wins, 12 points in the bag, and a goal difference of 24. Group E. Group E is quite a powerful one there. If you are a Haitian fan, that is, you talk about being superior. Doesn't get much better than this when you're Haiti. 4 matches, 4 wins, 12 points in the bag, and they have a goal difference of 44. Guys, yes, that's right. Let me read it again. They have a goal difference of 44. We scroll down and Group F, definitely not the least. We have 4 matches played there for Trinidad and Tobago, and they won 3. Finished their round one, that is, on 10 points from their 4 games, and they have a goal difference, or I should say, had a goal difference of 16. Now that round one has been concluded, and obviously we know you're going to add USA and Canada to the mix for the CONCACAF Women's Championship taking place in Mexico in July. So keep your eyes on the channel for more content around not just the reggae girls, but other countries as well. I'm sure we're going to be looking at doing some uh, possibly call-ins by then. Maybe. Coach Karumi, happy Easter to you, sir. Hope you're in good
Happy
spirits.
Easter.
Hope you're good there, Karumi, and all the rest of you guys in the comment section as well. So yes, Malik, you wanted to discuss the group, so I'll allow you to take this one away.
And before I discuss that, I wanted to say the best group in the first round, in my opinion, was Group F. I'm gonna give it the Group F.
Group F, yeah, that's where
Be-
that's Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Yeah.
Because because I'm looking at it right here on the phone, and when you look at it, each team really had a shot of winning it, except for Dominica and Turk and Kale and Cryos. Oh, how do you pronounce their name? Sorry if I'm botching our country name, but it's hard to pronounce. But Trinidad had 10, Guyana had 8, and Nicaragua had 7. So that was really a 3-horse race in
Mm.
that group right there.
So that's your group aside from Jamaica.
Yeah. So, the teams who I would want, I would say Costa Rica, Haiti, and I know they're gonna put Panama back in the group with us. I just know they're gonna do it. They're gonna say, "Oh, that's gonna make big money right there." The rematch Panama versus Jamaica 2018 rematch. So I can see that rematch happening all over again.
I like the way you think. Definitely like the way you think. I wouldn't put nothing past them. I think I saw a comment earlier on, someone saying that they think we're gonna get a hard group. So I definitely like the way you're putting that one. I can see that going. I think it was hot chili to be honest. Yeah, it was hot chili going out on front there saying that he thinks we're going to be getting a hard group. See, like some people
So
want to get to know you there, Malik. We've got Rockford saying, "Hey, Malik, what state in the U.S. are you from?"
I'm from Washington D.C. So it's not really a state, just a city, the nation's capital. You know,
If you guys like having Malik on the program as much as I do, let me know in the comments section as well. If you want to see more of Malik on the channel, let me know in the comment section. Preferably, he definitely gets my thumbs up already, but let me know what you guys think of Malik so far. Bring up to Fresh God himself. How are you doing? I know you're having a pleasant Friday. Happy Good Friday to you, Fresh, and the rest of the guys in the comment section as well. Before I forget my manners, Rockford saying happy holidays from Canada. You're based in Canada. Why did I think that you was based on home soil? Didn't realize you was based in Canada. But big up yourself and happy Easter, guys. What's on your menu? What is on your menu? Um, let me know about what was on your menu. He did mention Guyana. I intentionally skipped over that country. Big up everyone who is from Guyana, by the way, except Talina. If you're from Guyana, big up yourself. Let me know what you guys are having for Easter holidays. I've spoken to quite a few people and they seem a little bit downbeat. I seem like I'm the only one who's like really feeling the in the Easter festive mood. So let me know how. Right, there we go. You Rockford is saying that you're good, so that's a good one.
thank you, thank you.
Joan. Richard isn't here tonight. Richard isn't here tonight, Jones. I don't know if that means we're gonna lose you at some point, but I don't. I think Richard is probably having a nap, a well-deserved nap, because he's been grinding it out with myself and Malik and also Mikey as well, and a couple of other special guests. So I think Richard is getting his kip tonight. A well-deserved rest. So big up yourself, Richard. He'll probably watch this one back later on as he usually does. So I'm gonna go through the rest of these comments with you guys. Easter Street. Oh, is that where you're based, IT? Really? Is that where you're based? Why did I think that? Why did I think that we're from the same country? They got the guys over in Trinidad and Tobago as well. If that's where you're based. Nail Byington, I think I've touched on Trinidad with you. You guys are in Group F there. If you're wondering, IT, your country through to the next round. 3 wins in 4 matches, finished the group on top of the table with 10 points and 16 as your goal difference. So I did touch on your country earlier and had no idea. Good thing I haven't said a bad word about Trinidad and Tobago. At least I don't think I have. If I have, then correct me, wrote me in. But yeah, back over to you, Malik. Sorry for interrupting you.
So yeah, because if we get, because if they, I would love to see that Panama versus Jamaica match again, and I would just
Rematch.
love to see, yes, rematch. I would just love to see
And
us win the match outright this time instead of going to penalties. I would love to see us just go win the match outright and prove that Panama that they close to us, but they not as close enough to us anymore to take us to a shootout at the end of the game.
it's an interesting one because if we go back on there and look at their table there, let me turn on my shade screen. Let's stop being selfish. Okay, so if we go back, I'm gonna have to remove your comment, IT. So my apologies. I'll bring back the comments up in a bit. Let me remove my banner as well so you guys can see it clearly. If you look at Group D there, I'm quite close to Group C, which is where the Jamaican team is host, where the Reggae Girls are placed. Group D,
Hmm.
there, Panama, their goal difference is two goals better than us. Share games and points accumulated 12 apiece, and they only had 2 goals better than us. They finished their first round there where the qualifiers are concerned on 24 and we finished on 22. So in terms of you saying that there is some closeness there, definitely the table doesn't lie. I'm going to actually need to go back and watch a couple games, not just the Panama game, because obviously we have no idea who we're getting, but I need to pretty much just watch everyone because you might be finding someone unexpectedly, might face a team that you know nothing about in the next round. So Need to go and fine tune myself and see what everyone's saying. Miss Rochelle Brown, how are you? How is your Easter treating you? Happy Easter, happy Good Friday. I hope you're in good spirit, you and your family. I'm 10 minutes away from a brand new day. I'm 10 minutes away from my Saturday, till 10 minutes away from my long weekend. Also have bank holiday Monday. I don't know if you guys in the comment section have bank holiday Monday, but us over here in the UK, we've got bank holiday Monday. So it's going to be a long weekend. So, guys, in the comment section, let me know what you think so far. We've got Malik saying that he would fancy taking on Panama in the next round. So the next round being the CONCACAF Women's Championship. Malik is saying that he wants a rematch there of the 2018 World Cup qualifiers where Jamaica came out on top. He's referring to the penalty shootout. So let me know in the comment section how you guys are feeling and whether you want to have a rematch against Panama. Back over to you there, Malik.
And in a second, I wanted to know who do you want to be in the group with her? Who do you fancy to
If
be?
I look at the group, that's an excellent question. If I look at the group, I'm in the mood where I'm just like I honestly don't care who's in that group because we have to play them. Mexico
Hmm.
playing Mexico on home soil, be it the men's team or the women's team, that's always going to be a bit rocky for obvious reason. Costa Rica as well could Costa Rica, Panama. To be honest with you, I honestly don't mind. We have to play people, don't we? We have to play teams. I don't mind what's placed in front of us. We can't hide. There's no room for us to hide and be cowards. Just have to step up to the plate and whichever country we get, we
Hmm.
just take our chances. A little bit up in the air in the comment section on previous live stream. I've seen a few people saying that they would love USA. Few people saying no, actually they would love Canada. So that's going to be an interesting one to see how we face off in the next round. But as things stand, I don't mind. I
I
don't
would,
mind. Bring them on.
I would love you to be in the USA group just so we could beat, USA. Even though I don't know, no, well, I know where I do know one USA fan, so I could personally rub it in the USA fan and say that yes, we took down Goliath. Since I want to call ourselves Goliath, David, David, or no, we're not gonna say David. We're gonna say that President Tiffany Cameron slew Goliath. That's what we're gonna say. We're gonna say that President took down Goliath.
Talking tough even on Good Friday. You've got to love it. I'm well, Rochelle. Definitely right. Well, thank you for asking. I'm good. Great to hear that you're in good form as well. Mr. Devon Smith, how are you, sir? How you doing? Let me know how your Easter is treated. Maybe you might not even celebrate Easter. So let me not assume. I should say, how is your Friday treating you? Some of you probably don't celebrate Easter. You're probably not even Christian. So my apologies if I'm asking you a stupid question. So let me know how your Friday's treating you guys there in the comment section. The comment section, Gaffer said that the gaffer being our interim head coach, Mr. Vin Blaine, he says it's on the 18th. I previously heard that the date was the 19th, but the gaffer said it's on the 18th. So that would be this coming Monday. I know for some of us, particularly if you're based in the UK, it will be a Easter Monday. Must be it's a holiday for you on Monday, right, Malik?
Is it? I'm not even sure. I don't really keep it. I just go with the days.
Freelancing, I love it. Just take the days as they come. I hope it is a holiday and you don't show up to work and no one's in the office. So you might want to double check that one. IT Push is going for a Jamaica versus Canada rematch. For a couple of you fancy rematches. It's kind of a Jamaica versus Canada. That'll be a good knock there for the president, Miss Tiffany Cameron, for obvious reasons. Okay, Mr. Smith is saying the girls need a lot of practice match. Yeah, if you listen to the post match conference, my apologies. If you listen to the post match conference after the Dominican Republic game, just a reminder that one finished Jamaica 5, Dominican Republic 1. That one finished 5-1 on Wednesday. my time zone, and on Tuesday if you're in Jamaica or across the pond in the United States or Canada. So the gaffer did say that he's aiming to put a few fixtures there in the pipeline in the month of June. The qualify, not the qualifiers, the championship, the CONCACAF Women's Championship kicks off in July. So he did say that he wants to secure a training camp there in June. And the idea, paraphrasing, he basically wants to find opponents that's fitting to the opponents that we'll face in July. So he's going for like for like opponents in terms of quality and strength. So that's going to be interesting to see if he can nail that one down for us. Hopefully he can. Hopefully planning and execution is safe, smooth sailing. Owen, how you? How's your day treating you? How's your Friday treating you? Mr. Evans, I am well. I am well there, Mr. Evans. No, it's not a holiday in the States. Well, that sucks. Good for us over there. There you go, Malik. In case you're wondering, it's not a holiday in the States, so
I
you'll
know,
be up.
I know today. I knew today was a holiday.
Really, you guys don't have a bank holiday Monday. I feel like Canada have a bank holiday because Canada and the UK that they have similar calendars. So I feel like it's going to be a holiday for our Canadian friends. I'm here in New York. I'm celebrating by watching you and I eat too. What? And cheese, bun and cheese. Is that what you mean? Or is this another word that I just don't understand, never heard of when I do in primary school? You might have to add some clarity to this one there for me, Mr. Devon Smith. There's better things that you could be doing, so thank you for tuning in. The box here is saying it's going to be USA, Jamaica, Costa Rica, Panama, next group. Canada, Mexico, Haiti, Trinidad. What have you looked through your crystal ball? You're speaking with a lot of confidence there. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Good shout, good shout. I can see this one happening. If I'm being honest with you, could definitely see this one happening. I don't think that there is any safety at this point. You're going up against the best of the best based off the qualifiers there, the CONCACAF Women's qualifiers, and also we're in we've played against the USA before, so we know what to expect with the likes of the USA and Canada. So if they're placed, either one of them placed in front of us, just have to get to business, get to work. What do you make of this one, Malik? Someone saying here that it's going to be Jamaica, Canada, Costa Rica, and Panama in the next group, and then the second group being Canada, Mexico, Haiti, and Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, so this I can deal with. I can live with this. You know, I can live with this. I'll um probably take the probably take Trinidad over Costa Rica because I feel with Costa Rica we could win against Costa Rica, but one of the games will end up being a draw. I don't see us winning both games with Costa Rica, but I can see us winning one. Now with Trinidad, sorry, IT to say this, but I'm not afraid of the Soca Warriors. I would, I feel we could beat the Soca Warriors 2 times.
You wouldn't mind taking on the soccer warriors.
Yeah, I feel we could beat them 2 times.
Okay, Rockford is saying Easter Monday is a bank holiday in Canada. I figured you guys are we kind of align with each other, don't we? So yeah, I'm not surprised that that's a bank holiday there in Canada. So yeah, you have a long weekend, Rockford. So I hope you enjoy it and I hope you stay safe and well with you and your family. So guys, whilst we're going back and forth, myself and Mr. Mills are going back and forth. I'm going to leave this one to you guys. Gathered a think a few of you are a little bit camera shy and you don't want to come on screen, which is entirely down to you. I'm not going to pressure you. But let me know how you feel about a WhatsApp call-in. Is that something that you want to see me kickstart? So I'm going to leave that down to you guys in the comment section. If you want me to introduce the WhatsApp call-in to the show, then let me know. Obviously, with that, it's about audio and not visual. So you don't have to worry about showing your face. I know some of you definitely don't want to show your face. Coach Karumi here is saying, no interest if it's USA or Canada. More interested in who we make up the rest of the group is. That is where we going to qualify. So basically, what Karumi is the essay telling me is that he doesn't think we're going to beat Canada or the USA. Or am I putting words into your mouth there, Mr. Karumi? Clarify that one there for me. I've got Mr. Wayne Evans here saying, yes, please do. Could be a
So,
good question.
Christy,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to know, how much do you keep up with the USA team?
That's a very good question. I keep up with them when it's like major tournaments. I don't watch them in like per game. So when they break off on their international duty, I'm like, I don't keep my eyes on them because they usually are playing around about the same time as Jamaica. So it's like, okay, can't really be looking at them. But I definitely need to, like, that's why I said I need to go back and watch the rest of the games and see how the other teams have played, the likes of Canada, USA, and obviously the teams in the Caribbean or in the CONCACAF region. That's just to see what their capabilities and abilities are.
Because I
So I
wanted
can.
after you had finished reading the comments, I wanted to know if you can pull up the USA previous however many games they previously just
You
played.
want to
I
see
do
the
know they,
USA games?
yeah, yeah. After you finish reading the comments first, let's get the the comments out the way before we jump to the next thing.
I don't think you guys want to see these results. It's a good thing I've not been watching. My anxiety would have been peaked through the roof with this USA women's team. Superior is not even the words for them. I don't even know what to call that women's team. I think the Canada group would be easier for Jamaica. You might want to be a little bit loose there with the easier there, Mr. Rockford. Whoever we play, I can guarantee you, I can bank my last pound that they would love to chalk us off their list and they would love to give us a fine beating, even if it is a narrow beating. I'm sure either way, they most certainly want to beat Jamaica. So, wow. Guys in the comment section, you guys have been a little bit quiet there. I'm going to ask the question again. So far, it's only I think it's only Wayne Evans so far that's saying yes to a WhatsApp call-in show. Let me know what the rest of you guys think in the comment section. Um, if that's something that you want to see me bring to the show, then you guys, I'm gonna take you guys' lead on this because I might introduce something and it might not get the engagement levels. So let me know if you guys think I should be doing a WhatsApp show. And if that's the case, then obviously I will fire away and get cracking with that. So I'll leave that one down for you guys to decide. Okay, so back over here. Back over to you there, Malik. What was it that you were saying? Sorry for interrupting you.
Oh no, I was just saying, even though you said we might not want to see it, I think we should go ahead and see it. The U.S. and the U.S. scores, and then we could probably also check out the Canada scores too. Because I don't know how many games Canada played, but I mean, I guess we could check out both teams to see which team we would rather go up against.
Okay. All right. So I have to. I'm gonna get my count. I'm gonna start counting. You guys in the comment section have been very quiet today. All right. So Wayne has said yes. Wayne said yes. Rochelle is saying yes as well. Okay, I'm gonna leave that counting for the rest of the conversation there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna line up these two teams here, the Canada and the um, America women's football teams, and look at their fixtures. Sometimes it's a bit difficult. I will say this: do not read too much into the results. So if it is a narrow result, don't jump the gun and just assume that because they won by a 1 goal margin or a 2 goal margin that then they're beatable, because sometimes the result doesn't reflect the game itself. So bear that into considerations when you're saying, yeah, who you would rather have. Also look at the quality of their opponents as well. That should be able to give point you in the right direction. Coach Karumi is also saying yes to a WhatsApp show. If you're new, if you're just tuning in, let me know before you do anything else. Let me know if you guys want a WhatsApp show. So far, Wayne Evans has said yes. Rochelle Brown has said yes. Coach Karumi has said yes, and also Rockford there, he has said yes to a WhatsApp show. So it's looking quite positive. I'm gonna go with you guys leading on this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the banner again. I'm gonna be doing this throughout the show. And I'm gonna turn back on that shared screen and we can look at these fixtures and the results together. Right then. You see what I said that you guys probably wouldn't want to look at these score lines here. Look at these score lines here where the USA women's team is concerned. We can go back as far as Jamaica. Sorry to give you guys a reminder here. Remember when we played against the USA almost a year ago now, in that little summer mini series? We also played against Nigeria in that same window. We beat Nigeria 1-0, and also in that same very little mini tournament there, we lost 4-0 to United States. They went on to beating Nigeria 1 goals better than what we did. Remember, we beat Nigeria 1-0. USA defeated them 2-0. Went over to against Mexico. USA. This is all the women's team. If you're just tuning in, USA beating Mexico 4-0. They did it twice on a trot, 4-0, and then a few days later, gave them another 4-0. A deja vu scoreline there between United States and Mexico. Paraguay, they gave Paraguay an absolute hammering, beat them 9-0. Went and did it again, this time 8-0. So they love a bit of deja vu scoreline, don't they? The USA drew 0-0 there against South Korea. Then they said, you know what, enough is enough. Beat them 6-0 in the second game against Australia. And these are friendlies, so it's nice to see that they've been getting some healthy friendlies there in the pipeline. In case you guys are wondering what fixtures they are, beat Australia 3-0 there in a friendly, and then in the follow-up friendly they drew 1-1. If you could just scroll down, I could say the I don't know why I'm telling you guys to scroll down. Um, if we look at the She Believes Cup there, so dating back from the 18th of February, this one finished United States 0, Czech Republic 0. And then they took out their frustration on poor New Zealand, beating them 5-0. And then they gave Iceland a hammering blow there, beating them 5-0. Again, a bit of deja vu scoreline there. And Azerbaijan, it looks like that's is that Azerbaijan? Is that how you pronounce it? Which country is this?
Is
I think
that the
that's
one
how you
from this
pronounce it.
past week? I think that's
9-1.
that's Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan.
How do you pronounce it? Uzbekistan? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Is
something
it
like
not
that.
Azerbaijan? Do you guys help me pronounce that in the
I think it's
um
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan? Where are they from? Oh
I
no, because
have
what I'm
it.
pronouncing, no, Azerbaijan spelled completely different. I don't know why I'm saying that. So you that I'm looking at, not an A. Sorry guys. So yeah, Malik's got the correct pronunciation there. Where are they based? That sounds like an Asian country. Must
It
be an
sounds
Asian country.
to me. It
Where
sounds
are
like a
they based?
European. It sounds like a European country to me.
Really?
Uzbekistan.
No, see, geography is obviously not my strength, guys. Yeah, it is. It's Asia. It's based in
Uh,
Central Asia. I thought that was an A. So sorry, guys, for confusing you. And they actually did a follow-up fixture against the same country there, where they beat them. Um, 9-0. So like I said to you before, they love to do a bit of deja vu scoreline. Um, you guys also wanted to see Canada and what Canada have been up to. If in case we face off against Canada, Canada's scoreline has been different to United States for obvious reason. United States beat Canada 1-0 there in the She Believes Cup. Defeated Canada, then went undefeated Argentina 1-0. Subsequently, they went on to lose 2-0 against Brazil. Moved on in April, so this would have been this month, guys. They defeated Nigeria 2-0. But then in the second fixture there, as you can see, guys, these are all friendlies. Drew 2-2 against Nigeria. So these guys have already got their friendlies up and running outside of the competitive fixtures. Obviously, that's something that the gaffer, Mr. Vin Blaine, has touched on. That's something that he's looking to put in the pipeline in June. So that's something there to keep an eye on. So, Mr. Blair is saying that he's saying yes to the WhatsApp call in. So let me write that down. So far, it's looking pretty good, Malik, with this
Yeah,
WhatsApp call in suggestion. So let me write down
and I
another
see
yes.
one, and I see one comment in the section. I don't. I'm gonna use your style, which you used the other day. I don't know what language that man is speaking, or that person, but if you could speak English or something, because I don't know what language you speaking. That
Who is
sounds like that
that?
came.
Who
Who
is
is
that?
it? Vavi? Sorry if I'm botching your name.
Oh, wow. Say their name again. Let me see if I can find it.
It's under Mr. Blair.
Oh, Ravi. Ravi. Okay. Oh, Ravi. Yes, Ravi is a regular.
Yeah, she's speaking another language. I don't know if you could read it. Can you read it, Crystal? Because that looked like that came from Mars. I don't know what that's saying right there.
As a matter of fact, on this occasion, I feel like I can read it. I think it says Arsenal really need to beat Chelsea next week. I don't know,
Dang, you
Ravi.
speaking another language too? Come on.
On this occasion, I think I can actually read that one. So you guys can see there with regards to the last couple of fixtures there. With regards to the United States and Canada's last string of fixtures, likely that we're going to be facing, well, either the United States or Canada at some point. Let me know
Well,
in the comment section
and
who
right
you.
now, Canada looking easier right now. America looking like they looking like a basketball team right now in preseason or something. I think I'm about to take Canada. I think I'm jumping off the USA bandwagon group and going to the Canada group. I'm in
Yeah,
that group now.
yeah, I mean, they've been brutal, Canada. Use it Beskiton. Sorry if you're from that country and I'm must completely butchering your name. I apologize. 9-0, 9-1 against Iceland, 5-0, uh 5-0 against New Zealand, draw 0-0 against Czech Republic. Yeah, they've been putting in the work. 6-0 against South Korea. So yeah, they're the current World Cup champions. So don't really expect nothing but from the USA women's national team. I can't say I'm surprised by it at all.
Because I think if Jamaica get one of them score lines, I might be crying the next day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I hope not. I hope not. Last time they played us, they only beat us 4-0. So yeah, a hammering is something that we definitely don't want. I think someone did say they think that we're going to be in the same group as them, but I think results wise, even that's outside of watching either team play, I would prefer to take Canada at present. But I've both teams are obviously class. The USA having the upper hand, but I think as things stand, I would prefer to go with the United with Canada. Let me know in the comment section, guys, which team you guys would rather face off. You've seen me go through the comment section. Not the comment section. So I do need to like go back and have a nap. You've seen me go through the results there for the United States and for Canada. So let me know who you guys would like to face off against. Also, let me know how my audio is sounding. I don't usually use my little shield here. I'm using it tonight. I don't know if that's improved the audio or if it's made it worse. So let me know in the comment section. And also thank you to you guys whoever answered the question there with regards to who if I should start up the WhatsApp calling. I mean, Warren Webster, you pretty much hit the nail on the head there, isn't it? It's just, I think, with where our country is concerned, um, old old habits dies hard. Old habits dies hard with us, and you're right. We don't usually give people the credit they deserve, and we usually just let them. I don't even know if we let them ride off into the sunset. I don't know if we can say that where our country is concerned, but I definitely um need to consider. Sorry there, I'm just reading something from Mr. Mikey Balin. So if you see me going quiet, I'm just reading a message from Mr. Mikey Balin. I think I need to send something to Mikey, guys. So I'll allow you to do the talking for me, Mr. Malik Mills.
And okay, so one, how you said Canada is celebrating Christine. I think Jamaica, we might need to like celebrate. A lot of our players are having, great campaigns for like Jamaica. Like for one, Bunny Shaw is the all-time leading goal scorer. Right now, one day when she in Jamaica, or even when she not in Jamaica, and like she could come and for a day or something, have a Bunny Shaw day, to appreciate her and show her how much we love and care about everything that she's doing for our country. Because without her and players like Tiffany Cameron, Jody Brown, Cinderlou Asher, Jamaica, we don't know where we would be at right now. So we gotta appreciate these players, have a day for these players, and let these players know that we love them and appreciate them.
Yeah, I just had to send something to Mr. Mikey Balin. So sorry there, guys. He's actually in the comment section as well. Good morning. Good. It is a good morning. It's 18 past 12 a.m. here in the UK. So thank you. Good
And good
evening to
night, good
yourself.
night to
Hot
to
Chili
this
is saying
video.
yes. Hot Chili says yes, that he thinks that we should do a call in. So let me see. Hot Chili. Hot Chili is going over yes. Um Hopefully Canada, that gives us a better chance. Maybe I agree with you, Rochelle. Definitely agree with you. Canada seems like down the well, even seem yeah better option at the moment. We don't know what could happen between now and July. Hopefully, there's no injuries there for any country, obviously including Jamaica. But hopefully, there isn't a single country that picks up an injury because that would just be awful, and we're not wishing that on no one. So that is how everything is looking there. I guess what I could do is line up something. What I could do there is go through maybe each country and their results. I think I should go through each country and their results, starting off with Group A. Starting off with Group A.
And I just want to ask you something too, Christy. So what do you think about that? Like how Warren was saying, Canada celebrating like Christine. What do you think
Mm-hmm.
about like Jamaica having like a Bunny Shaw Day? Yeah. celebrating players like her. She's Jamaica all-time leading goal scorer right now. Celebrating players like Cindy Lou Asher, Tiffany Cameron, showing these players that that we appreciate them and everything that they're doing for us because we want to show players that we do appreciate them and we just not using them to get to where we want and we don't appreciate it. Cause
Mm.
that's what Canada showing me that they doing. They showing her because I guess she still play for them, right? I mean, if I'm correct, I think I heard that name. She still play for them, right?
Say the last bit for me again.
Do she still play for them? Christine Sinclair, she still play for Canada, right?
Let me double check if she still I think she does still play for them. I've not seen her retirement. I've not seen her let's see if she let me go and look at her page. Well, she's 38, so yeah, she plays for Canada. She hasn't pulled the curtains on her. I don't see unless this needs to be updated. Let me just look. Because she's been around for since the early millennium. So, oh, she's still there. She's still playing, according to a Wikipedia page for Portland Thorns since 2013. I don't see that she's brought an end to her career where Canada is concerned. And also, I've not seen no retirement. I've not come across no article that says she's retired. So it seems like she's still playing. So yeah, she's still an active player.
Yeah,
And
so
everyone talks about her because of her obvious, what do you want to call it? International games. There are over 300 international games for Canada, guys. That's not normal on any level. So yeah, she's an impressive athlete. But yeah, I think that's a great shout. I think it would definitely help to grow the women's game if we could come up with a day like for some of the um athletes that you've mentioned. I just need to send
mm,
something to Mikey, so I'm just gonna pause
all
for a
right,
bit from for myself.
okay. Because another thing I have seen where watch a lot of like Bunny shows and she go like live with Instagram and I heard how she said one day what she say? She said she went to go to a camp or something if I'm correct and the camp was in some bus and she was like just so devastated to see how the camp was in a like where the area where the camp was at like so Jamaica just need to do better because, like I seen Warren Webster say in the comment, America spend billions and billions and dollars advertising for their women team, their man team, whatever team they send them to, whatever international competition, whether it's swimming, basketball, soccer, whatever they spend money. And if Jamaica would do the same and stop claiming that they don't have money. Even I don't really want to get into that the conversation, but claiming they don't have money and really spend the money on a national teams program, then Jamaica would be better off for with a lot of the sports.
Yeah,
Because like
they need to get better at promoting the women's game for certain. This is why I think that they need to have football people on board. It's great if you've got a business degree, but if you don't have the knowledge of football, then your business degree essentially becomes it has no value within the role that you're being placed in. So yeah, or if you do have like your business degree or your business certificate, what you then have to do to complement that is you have to go and upskill yourself. So you have to be knowledgeable definitely where football is concerned as your basic, and more so knowledgeable on the women's football and the trajectory in which the game is going in. Look at the growth, look at what works for other countries, what don't work for other countries, and try to bring the positive into our camp, and also try to weed out the negatives in terms of if there's any similarities there. Probably heaps of similarities between how the women's game is treated in the Caribbean and also in Africa as well. So that'd be great to see if they could dive into that and see, what works best and what don't work, and then take it from there. But it kind of feels like it's just a far-fetched thought at present. I
And
don't know how you feel about that.
but I was also gonna say how we say the game is being treated in the Caribbean and Africa and all of that, and even in Europe itself, the game is not the woman like. Okay, if you was to go and look at America last game versus Uzbekistan, look how many people you see in the stands. It was barely nobody in the stands for America. And I don't know if because they was playing a little, well,
Friendly.
Uzbekistan, yeah, but Uzbekistan was ranked like 40, I think, in the world. I think they ranked like 40 in the world. But it wasn't really nobody in the stands. And I haven't watched a National Women League soccer game yet. I always said I wanted to watch one, but for some reason, when Saturday comes, I get sidetracked and then end up forgetting to watch it. But hopefully, I will try to watch one. Well, no, I can't watch it the one tomorrow because I'm gonna be watching Tiffany Cameron play tomorrow. So I'm sorry, I ain't gonna, I'm missing one again. So
I'll take a quick little breather and bring on one of my regular. He's a resident. Maybe the landlord. Maybe he's the landlord.
oh
Because
snap! I got a one. I ain't paid my light bill. The landlord coming.
so you guys are so familiar to his face. You guys call him Mr. Mikey Balin, but I prefer to call him Girl Dad. How you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. And for you guys, I am not the landlord. I am the bailiff or the marshal. Okay, if you don't pay your rent, I come and put the chains on your door.
The bailiff.
Yeah,
Okay, the bailiff does actually suit you. Or the marshal, the
yeah,
bailiff. So far we've got the bailiff. We've got the politician. That's not a good combination, is it? A bailiff and a politician.
yeah.
What
I
about
just sent him
Malik? So
out.
what's Malik?
Malik is the diplomat.
Different in personalities. How's your Friday treating you, Mikey?
It's pretty good. Just came back from dinner with my wife, so and then
What
I
did you have?
what white? No, 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 no. Sorry, flounder fish.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
nice. Fish Friday, that's nice.
yes. And
Yes,
funny,
it's a fish weekend for me.
and it was at a Mexican restaurant, which was pretty good. I was
Yeah,
surprised, kind of surprised. Yeah,
that's wonderful. That
yeah.
is wonderful. That
So
is
it's yeah.
wonderful.
You see, I'm multicultural. I don't want to go to Jamaican restaurants for fish.
You know what? That's a great shout. I didn't even consider that when it comes to Easter. This is the first Easter where I pretty much done everything by
Yeah.
myself. Just done my fish, did my fish late last night, and then today, yeah, did the
So
other bit mashing
uh,
up.
I'm expecting mine tomorrow FedEx. I know it take 2 days from international FedEx to get to
Apparently
me.
it's gonna arrive tomorrow, but it smells so good and looks so good. So if it doesn't show up, you know who to blame.
And you know my FedEx guys are Jamaican, so I can't blame him.
You don't stand a chance. If he's Jamaican, that you don't stand a chance. You
Okay.
do not
All right.
stand a chance. I'm
Yeah.
actually thinking of doing some ackee and saltfish tomorrow with some fried breadfruit there, Warren. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I've got a fish weekend all the way up to Monday, just fish.
Okay. Well, I'm
So,
not that religious, so I will. I said there's a place here in the Bronx that they do kill the animals and then right almost in front of you.
mm.
I was gonna buy a leg of lamb. So,
Oh, okay. Oh,
and
um,
I'm gonna try to do a fresh one. Usually it's the stale one they have in the supermarket. I'm gonna try to do a fresh one. Just so it's still warm. So hopefully, I don't butcher. Hopefully, it come out okay.
I've never made lamb myself. Never made lamb. No, I've never made lamb
It,
myself. But
no,
I love lamb chops. Lamb chops. Woo!
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
no.
I've never
Um,
made lamb. Never
leg of lamb.
did that.
If you're having leg of lamb, you have to have people over because it's a pretty big piece of meat.
I think that's why I just stay away from it. And like steak, steak is so filling. No matter the size, it's just so filling. So I
Yeah,
stay away from those type of meat.
steak is the heaviest.
Uh,
Is the heaviest meat. Steak is the heaviest meat.
Very heavy. It's so filling, ridiculously filling. Guys in the comment section, if you are just tuning in, and also Mikey and Malik. I think Malik said yes, but you guys as well in the comment section, let me know if you are in favor of a WhatsApp call-in show.
Yes.
So Malik is saying yes. So what about you, Mr. Balin? How you
Yes,
feeling about that?
yes, because some people don't like to show themselves on. Don't show themselves out. They like more private, behind the scene people. And when you're on the phone, nobody sees you.
Yeah.
And then some people may have somebody looking for them.
But if they recognize their voice, unless they're gonna change the way they
Well,
talk, so if they
some people don't
recognize
remember.
their voice,
Some people don't remember what some people sound like, but them see them. See the boy
yeah,
there. I see the girl there.
yeah. It's so true. This is so true. Yes, I think a WhatsApp calling. I'm gonna introduce that. I'm kind of there's obviously some pros and cons with that, right? With the WhatsApp calling because you're not seeing the person's face, so
Mhm.
you don't essentially you have no idea who you're talking to. So there's some pros and cons there, but yeah, you pretty much echoed what I've already stated in terms of it's another form of engagement with the
Yeah,
people who don't want to show their face.
yeah, because not everybody is like me and Malik and Richard and Jay. I think Jay Ross came on one time, right? Didn't he?
Yeah, J Russ came on. That was great.
And
Putting a
so
face
and
to
some
his
and
name.
someone else came. That guy from Virginia. I can't remember his name.
Louise,
Not Louis. Louis came
Louise
on. No,
Perez.
no. A couple weeks ago, a guy from Virginia came on. You remember?
Really? Who was
Yes.
that?
He came on for like about 3 minutes and came off. And you have it. You
Oh,
have it on.
Tennessee Lewis.
No, it wasn't. It was Tennessee Lewis. That's his
Yeah,
name.
Tennessee Lewis came on. Yeah,
Yes. Right.
yeah,
Right.
and
Yeah.
then we
No.
lost him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
For like
came
three
on.
minutes. No. Not. No.
Yes,
Not. No. No. Before that, it was a
you've
young
got a
man.
better memory than me because I can't even remember who came on now.
And you posted. You posted on Instagram.
Okay, let me. Coach Karumi.
No. 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 Long before Coach Karum. Is that
Coach, you have a great memory, Mikey.
my wife said the same
It's
thing.
not Formula Sports because we know
No,
Formula.
no, 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 no. He was in Virginia, and I asked him where he's from. He said Virginia.
Virginia.
It was after the Grenada game. Maybe he came on.
Wow, who was that?
Are you talking about Cranky?
No, not Cranky. I know Cranky. No, not Cranky.
I've had so many people. Yes, Stan Cranky as well. Pick up to Stan for stopping by the studio as well. It's
Yeah,
been a crazy. Um, I'm intrigued. I have no idea. It's not Mannings because you know
no,
Mannings. You know Mannings
no, no.
man, don't you? Pick up to Mannings man as
He
well.
you did post him on Instagram. So because what he said was funny. He came on and said something, and you post him because it was very good what he said.
I'm looking through the stuff, but all I can see is you, Formulas, Stan, Malik, Richard. I can't see no one else, and Louise Perez
No,
as well.
no,
I
no.
can't.
It's either after the Bermuda game or after the Grenada game.
I
It was
have
one of
no
the
idea.
first two games.
Yeah, I don't have a clue who that person is, but whoever they are, I'm
Yeah,
sorry for forgetting your name.
that's all
Uh,
right. You see, you meet so many wonderful people on your program here that you can't remember everybody.
I literally can't, and I feel bad when I don't, given the fact that they're giving up their time to like come and speak
Right.
with me. It's been over an hour already, and we have not even spoken about much. So time flies.
Yeah.
Time
Huh?
definitely flies.
Also, I was when I was at dinner with my wife just now. I said to her, the next time the Reggae Girls playing in Jamaica or anywhere in the U.S., I'm
Yeah,
taking the weekend. I'm flying. I don't care what it costs me. I'm flying. I just want
yeah.
to show up because I want to show up formula. You know what I mean?
Formula. I don't know how Formula is probably sleeping,
No, I'm just
probably
I just
resting.
well, formula knows some is a clothes still, but I show him up. Say me I fly. If they're playing in Jamaica or anywhere in the US, I'm flying.
Yeah,
Unless it's New York where I can drive, but if it's a driving distance, then I will drive. But if I have to fly, I'm
yeah.
flying.
Yeah, Formula. I think Formula thought that that he needed to be fully vaccinated, and I don't think he is at the moment. So I think that's probably why
Yeah. Well,
he missed out on that one.
everybody have a right to do, what they feel is best for them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is
So
true. That
yeah,
is true. Yeah.
I have family
He
members who are not vaccinated and they refuse.
Yeah, I
So
think if I'm not mistaken, I think Formula said that he was considering doing it to go so he could go to the games, but I don't know. I think maybe time ran out on him in terms of applying for
yeah,
accreditation or buying tickets to the game.
and
I think he wanted to go, but there was a confusion for him.
the Jamaican government just lift everything now. You don't need any vaccination. You
I
don't need any
know.
approval. Nothing to go.
I
You don't take a test to go to Jamaica again. No
Yeah,
COVID tests.
yeah. Let's hope it stays like that.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
maybe for you guys, but when I was going in October, I didn't need to take a test to go there.
Really?
Yeah.
But they just lifted.
I
You
mean,
take a test.
shoot, I mean, vaccinated. My apologies. Yeah, I didn't need to be I
No,
thought
you
you
don't.
said we
No,
need to be
you have to be.
vaccinated,
You have
but
to be
yeah,
tested. You have
yeah,
to
yeah,
be.
yeah. I didn't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to
Right.
be tested. Yeah, when I
Right.
was going, I had to be tested. But yeah, didn't need to be vaccinated. Some people thought you needed to be vaccinated. I was like,
Yeah.
no, because I've been, and that wasn't the case. But okay. So everyone in the comment section, greetings to yourself there, Mr. Travis McKenzie. You guys are all saying that you want the WhatsApp call-in show. So looks like I'm going to have to get to work and put some money in my piggy bank and save up to get that equipment. I've looked at a few equipment and my God, they are quite pricey. So yeah, there's a few things that I'll be needing my end to get that WhatsApp show going for you guys. I don't know if you've looked at the groups yet, Mikey. But who you favoring, USA or Canada?
I mean, they didn't have the draw yet, right?
No, they haven't had the draw. Just like because now we know
Let me
like
tell you. Let me
who's
tell you. Let me pick my group that Jamaica must be in. This is the teams that must be in Jamaica group: Trinidad, Tobago, um, Panama, and Canada. That is my group, and that's a sure way to qualify. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah, I can
that
hear
sound
you.
like what you would say a good group. Panama and Trinidad and
And
Canada.
yeah, right. That's why you put the fix in. Up here in America, we put the fix in. That's put in the fix in.
I'm saying, but like, I mean, I agree with you with the Canada group because me and Chris, we just looked at the I don't know if you was watching it yet,
Yeah.
but we was just looking at the American score lines.
Yeah.
And that was like looking at a horror movie. That was like looking like the series like how who is it, Michael Myers or whoever just came out Friday the 13th? How he been alive for 20 years, just going around killing people. That's like what America doing, just going around killing every soccer team dreams.
Well, you see, this is what Jamaica need to do. And Vin Blaine said it that we need to get some practice game on our belt. We need to get at least 3 to 4 practice games before you get to the playoffs. And
Mm-hmm.
then the team have to be together. I know it's professional teams. They all play. I mean, they all play professional. Majority of them play professional. I think most season end in Europe, like in the end of May, right? The women finish in end of May also, right? Crystal, in England,
You say that again?
the professional women soccer players, they're done in May too, right? Just like the
I think I need to
Premiership
do a
and
quick refresh there, Mikey. 1 second.
okay. Let me get my headset. Maybe I need my headset. Whoa.
The only So I think the only league that, if I'm correct, that's women's soccer that doesn't end anytime soon is the United States League.
What was the thing? Because they're about to get started. They just got through their little what do you call it? Their season opener.
Preseason,
Yeah, if you
preseason.
want to call it a curtain opener. What was the
The
question,
opener.
Mikey?
Pardon me?
What was your question?
When does the British women's leagues ends? In May, right? Just like the men.
May. Yeah. May. Sorry,
So
I couldn't hear you.
So therefore you have about 4 or 5 ladies from England. You have about 2 college persons, and you have rest of the Europeans. Most of the Jamaican girls play in Europe. How many
Mm.
plays in the United States? That's a few, right?
Yeah, so like Malik said, like for example, Chantel Swaby, no Chantel, Alison Swaby, Sydney Schneider, their league is actually starting, I think, the end of this month,
Right.
NWSL,
So they're
starting
going to
on the
miss the camp.
30th of this month.
But if it's only 2 or 3 or 4 girls missing the camp, that's not bad. If you have majority of the team there, then that's a good thing. I mean, the other
Yeah,
girls will, So if you can get the girls from Europe and the ones that are based in Jamaica and the ones that are unattached at this time to get in a 2 3 week camp in Jamaica or in the U.S. or wherever, doesn't matter, and wherever it is better suited for them.
did you
Yeah.
say Panama in your group, Mikey? Who was your group again?
Panama, Trinidad, and Canada.
Panama trip. Boy, it's a pity you're not the one doing the draw.
Listen, is the fix is on.
Yeah,
That if you want a fix, that is a fix.
that is a
Because
fix. That is a fix.
I watch Trinidad game. I'm not putting down Trinidad, but I think we can get by Trinidad. I think we'll get by Panama, and then we have Canada. So if you finish second, you're good.
Panama would undoubtedly be the revenge game, though, won't it?
Yes, but I think that we are still a little bit ahead of Panama. The Costa Rica
Yeah,
game is too close to call, I think. The Mexico game, I'll put Mexico a little bit ahead of us, and the
yeah,
US is, a leap ahead of us. So Canada is closer to us than the US is than us to the US.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so we can maybe come out of Canada with a draw, maybe, but US. What gives me confidence is that every time we play these two teams, Canada, US, the score line is getting smaller and smaller.
yeah,
All
yeah,
we have to do now is score. We don't score on them, and there comes a time when we have to score. And I think in Mexico, where the fields are pretty good, much better than what we play on in
mm,
in Jamaica. I think the game going to look nice, and the girls are going to be good as long as they get the 2 week camp or the 3 week
yeah.
camp. They need that camp, and they need 3 practice game. Without that, we're going to end up just. I feel we're going to end up just like the men.
Yeah, I think Travis made a very good point here. Yes, they are fairly reasonable. More so if our players are starting off from the bench, that should work in our favor as well in terms of the National Women's Soccer League teams
Yeah,
releasing our girls for international. Let's say International Women's Day,
yeah,
international. Not even international. Sorry, guys.
yeah,
Friendlies. I'm getting my
yeah.
words all over the place.
Oh,
There. Runners says Millwall. Oh, are you talking about Malik's uh profile picture? I think it's Chelsea runners there. I think his profile picture is of the lion for Chelsea, but
no, no,
I'll
No,
allow you
no.
to.
Detroit.
Really,
it's
was
for
it?
the Detroit Lions. That's an
Yeah.
American football team.
But runners would know because runners is a Chelsea fan if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I literally took a glimpse at it. Is it blue and white?
Yeah, well, I know it's Honolulu blue and silver, but the profile picture is blue and white. But
Okay,
it's
yeah, I
actually.
took a glance and just assumed that that was your Chelsea badge that you was showing
All
off,
right, good night. My
but
apologies, I
no.
was in the store.
Sorry.
He's buying juice. Yeah, Malik is buying juice and some bun and cheese for Easter, something like that.
Looks like he's got the better weather out there in
Oh,
where he's based.
yes. Today
Some
in New York
decent
it was
weather.
like
He's in his t-shirt.
70. It was 73 degrees today in New York. I was in a t-shirt.
Wow. Okay. To be fair, in London the weather was decent as well.
Yeah.
Went outside sleeveless, so it was pretty decent. Runners, how's your Easter treating you? That is, if you celebrate Easter. But the question I should be asking is, how's your Friday night treating you? So let's see. No, Warren, she wasn't. She was actually in the process of she just concluded her season over in Bordeaux. You're referring to that summer mini series between Jamaica and the United States, and Jamaica and Nigeria. And she was actually she wrapped things up. And I think what happened was she just needed a rest there, so she couldn't make the camp. And also, I think looking in back in hindsight, I think one, she needed the rest, and two, she probably needed to wrap up things where her contract is concerned, because we know subsequently after wrapping things up with Bordeaux, she made her completion transfer over to Manchester City. So that is it. Thank
Also,
you, runners. Thank you. But let me before I hand it back over to Mr. Mikey there, Mr. Malik. Runners, let me know if you think I should introduce a WhatsApp call-in show. And if that is yes, then I need to look at getting some equipment for the show. So let me know what you guys think. Well, let me know what you think. The rest of the guys have said yes. I think Travis might have. Travis, you haven't given me an answer yet, Travis. Let me know what you guys think. Sorry
I
about
think
that, Mikey.
I
no,
think
what the,
Travis said yes. Sorry to interrupt you, but I think Travis said yes earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You probably did know in Travis, to be fair.
yeah, I was saying that, when people like Bunny and Jody don't show up, it's for like a warm-up game. It's sometimes it is good because you get to see what the other girls can do, the other ladies can
That's
do.
true. That's true.
And because if they're there, they're going to start, and then it, like for me, you know, like I'm saying, I'm biased, very biased towards Kiki. I like to see her get like a good 60, 70 minute run, just to see the 10 minute, 15 minute thing don't work. That's why I need practice game, and the coach have to give each player time to let them run. I am biased,
Yeah,
very
she's a
biased.
problem. She's what you call her. I don't know if you can even call her
She
a live
she
wire.
is
She's something else.
she is like Jody Brown, a live
Yes,
wire.
she is. Yeah,
And
And
when
who are
you
we
have
talking about?
big problem.
Kiki,
Kiki.
yeah,
Yeah, massive
she
fan of hers. Massive,
right.
massive
So
fan of hers.
right, so she need like a. I hope Mr. Blaine listening again. Mr.
You
Blaine.
better be careful of your words this time, right? I'm telling you, one of
No,
these days you're gonna get a knock at your door.
no man, when we go Jamaica, I'm gonna call him up and check him out, man.
Next time, Mr. Blaine's gonna say, "Tell your friend, don't try friend me up." All right?
No, me not friend him up. Because I tell you, listen. Oh yeah. Listen. This is what I want to tell people on the stream and you guys. I opened a bank for Mr. Blaine, an account at a bank for Mr. Blaine, and at this bank, all it takes is credits and debits. And right now, Mr. Blaine is in the credit because he
Love
has
that.
done more good than bad. So
I love that.
therefore, so therefore, I want, and nobody don't think I'm fighting against Mr. Blaine, but everybody must try to weigh how much mistakes you think he made. That's your opinion, and it's my
Yeah,
opinion on what mistakes he made, and my opinion on what good he did.
yeah,
So
that's true.
in my bank, he has more credits than debits. So he's ahead of the game right
100%.
now. He's ahead of the game
100%.
right now. And this bank will be open until Jamaica gets to the World Cup. And after the world, when we get there, it's still open because him still have to put in the credit them. And when him make mistake, I'm gonna take out some of the credit.
So
Yeah,
so so hold
eh?
on, Miss.
Uh,
Hold on, Mr. Mike. I got a question for you.
yeah.
So so what's his credit score right now? Then
What's his credit now? Repeat that.
yeah, his credit score. Like his
Oh
credit
no.
score.
Oh
Like how when you got credit, when you got a credit
oh
card,
oh, oh no
your
no no.
credit
When you
your
say
score go up.
no, it's not about credit score. What it is, you see, I don't want to say money in the bank. I just say credit and debit. So it's not about credit. Well, his credit score is good right now then. But if him do a couple bad things, his credit score can drop. You understand me? And if him going to overdraft, then him have to go. But I don't think right now far from overdraft, way above overdraft right now. I'm good. I'm in good stead right now. So it keep up the good work, and and that is good. The man have a team for 4 games. 4 games, every game them improving. So I'm credit looking good.
Credit
Him,
looking help. I want to know what you guys think, because I can't actually find a reason. I can't think. I'm struggling to think the way certain fans are thinking. But why do you think, and it's safe to say from the start, the gaffer, Mr. Blaine there, has had people out against him and want to see him do poorly?
I think that some of us Jamaicans don't believe in Jamaican coaches
Interesting.
because they think there's a bias there when it comes to the teams that they play for in Jamaica. But the thing with the regular girls team is that none of the girls basically play in Jamaica.
Hmm. Because there's no league there at the moment. No football going on where the women's league is concerned in Jamaica. So that needs to be brought into place, and it needs to be reflective of the men's game in the sense of they can play football. Women can play football in Jamaica and make a honest living out of it. And also I've heard Vin Blaine touch on wanting to reintegrate women footballers from Jamaica into the national side. Obviously, that's going to be a slow, progressive plan because one, the league needs to be started, and two, it needs to be a quality league as well. It can't just be something that's close to being grassroots. So there's definitely work there to be done in terms of women's football. Let's say for example, women's Premier League football in Jamaica. That would be great for the growth and development of women's football on the island.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I love this comment here from runners. I think this was the clear difference. This that you touched on is the clear difference between the February window in comparison to the April window. In the February window, we saw the team arrive on the island, and the following day, they couldn't really get the ball knocking. They couldn't do anything intense in terms of ball movement in training because some of them were probably jet lagged, if we're being honest. So it was like light work. Um, and then by the time the Bermuda,
Can be a noisy place.
Well, till Crystal come back, so like she was saying, we seen the players come on the island days before, camp started, and get to, you know, have a couple days together, and also start camp early, and a lot of people have good camaraderie already, because I was looking on Instagram today, and I think it was Cody Brown, and I forgot Drew Sprints. I seen they both said, no, it wasn't Joey, but I forgot who it was though. But they both put on Instagram that they had a good time in camp, and they love it. And so
I think you're fading away, Malik.
I'm fading away.
Yeah, I think I think you might need to refresh and try again. Sorry about that, guys, but sometimes connection is something that's out of our control. Sometimes there's nothing we can do about it. But yeah, just backtracking. Sorry about the noise as well. Something just popped up. A little bit of a distraction. So backtracking on what Runners was saying. Yeah, and I think you could see the lack of preparation there showed itself on the field of play when we played against Bermuda. It's one of those games where I think it's safe. If we're being honest, we can say that the scoreline doesn't reflect or didn't reflect the game itself. So I agree with you. I think we need to arrive in camp much earlier, but I think it's safe to say we did so in the April window. Better arrival in comparison to the February window. Um, let me see what you guys are saying in the comment section. Um, What was this in response to Travis? Who was you referring to there? Don't know who you was referring to there, Travis. And they are not qualified. The coaches need to get better. Who is Fabian Wolf? Who Fabian? Sorry, Fabian Wolf. Fabian Full. Um, if there is a women league in Jamaica, there is
Oh,
a
and I
women.
wanted to,
Get corrupt
oh, my
because
bad, Christy.
it's okay.
And I wanted to touch on that question that you asked too about
Yeah.
why people, I think it's also about, the people, some of the people, who we have, spreading spreading the messages on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, Facebook, wherever they show may be at or wherever they following may be at.
Mm-hmm.
We have to stand united, give everybody a fair opportunity. It's like you can't just say, okay, just because, you know, his predecessor or her predecessor did this, that means they gonna do this. Like I'm pretty sure when the Reggae Girls first came back in 2014, if I'm correct, that was the year they first came back, right? 2014.
Revamping the program, yeah.
Yes, 2014. People probably said, "Oh man, this gonna be the same as all them other years ago." But now look, the Reggae Girls is one of the best teams in the world. So like I'm saying, people can't judge you off of your predecessor or people who have came before you. They gotta judge you on your own cognition, own slate.
Is that what you guys think in the comment section as well? With regards, I think Mikey touched on something that is pretty much known within the Jamaican community that we don't rate our own. That I never understand that. I don't. Again, I'm struggling to even. I don't know. I'm lost for words when it comes to that. But I think Mikey definitely hit the nail on the head there. We definitely have a problem when it comes to rating our own. We would rather rate an outsider. Oftentimes, you get Jamaican football fans on both sides of the game, men's game and the women's game, and they're asking for a foreign-based coach. They don't want somebody who is homegrown. Which is odd. It's odd though, Mikey and Malik, because if they don't want a homegrown coach, but some of them, maybe in the last decade, more so than the present, would say that they want the majority of the squad to be um, representative of homegrown players, or as they like to call it, Jamaican born players. And that's usually people who are a little bit ignorant. But those same very people would be against a homegrown or a Jamaican born coach. What's the difference?
No, the difference is that when you were in the past, or if you follow history, because you have to go off history, is
Yeah.
that when you have a local based coach, and let's say you coach X team, because I don't want to single out any teams, I mean call the team X,
It's better.
and
Play it safe. Play it
right, and
safe.
that team that name X is in the Premiership and they're in fourth or fifth place, but yet still have seven players because that coach is from that X team. And the team that is
Okay.
in first place, him and that coach and team from that first place are the team have a problem. That team in first place may not have a player on the squad. So when the coaches goes, they pick their players. They pick the players that they around all the time, and it's not necessarily the best players. So they have a bias towards their club. And I saw this as a kid growing up in the 70s, the 80s. It usually is in the 70s. I can name clubs. I can like that's way back. I can name clubs that made up Jamaica team. I mean, those are all clubs from Kingston. You may find one time. I'm from Kingston and St. Andrew. You may find one and two players from Montego Bay and one from St. Elizabeth. I can name that player. He's a coach now. And that is it. Oh, and one from Westmoreland too. I can name that player too. But
So you're
basically,
you're speaking about politics
history.
then, right, Mikey?
Right. So
Okay.
most of the players are from Kingston and St. Andrew teams. That doesn't mean that team that's in the rural country or don't have good players that are better than the players that are in the peaks. But I could name. I don't want to call any team name because Don't I don't want to start any war. So yeah. And coaches will tell you back in the 70s and early 80s, if you want to play for Jamaica, you have to come play for my team. So although you're good enough to make Jamaica team, playing for your club that is at the maybe mid table or bottom table, but you're not going to get called unless you come play for his club because he's the coach or he knows the coach or friends with the coach. And that's what used to carry on. You understand me? And so some Jamaicans feel that if certain coaches and other coach in the Premiership in Jamaica get the head coach job, all of a sudden an influx of players that represent his team or the team that he was coaching before is going to be on the Jamaica team flooded. So if you get an outside coach outside of Jamaica, he's not biased towards any team. He's going to go around like Rennie Simoes and pick the best player. If you look at Rennie Simoes' team, the '98 World Cup team, it was made up of almost all the teams in Premiership. No team had a whole bunch of players on it, and because it was an outside coach.
Yeah, I understand. Definitely. Thank you for that lovely bit of history lesson there.
Yes.
I get it, but this is why I'm saying that you can't use not to you per se, or to Malik or to the guys in the comment section. So what I'm saying is that you can't use the same tainted paintbrush that you used to paint the men's team and then use that same very paintbrush for the women's team, because if we're going off by that logic, which makes reasonable sense to me, when you apply certain things over on the men's side, in the women's team, that's not the case at all. In terms of, let's look at the current interim head coach, he's scoping players or playing players and giving call ups to players that are based all over the diaspora, with the consideration of still sticking to the core players from the last cycle.
Yeah, well, with the women team now, because there's not a woman, there's presently no league in Jamaica because it's not
Yeah.
playing yet. They haven't started up yet.
Yeah, he did
Then,
say in his first press conference, paraphrasing, he did say that he wants to integrate Jamaican born players, Jamaican players playing in the Jamaican league.
the
He
league,
wants to
right?
he wants to bring those
But
players into the national
but
team, but can't do
he
that at the
can't,
moment.
right? Because there's no league. So
Yeah.
right now he has to go off international players,
Mm-hmm.
and so therefore he has to pick the best players that he sees that in his eyes, because the three of us can go out there and watch a young lady play and say, no, she's not good enough, but Vin Blaine, she's good enough. We may say
Yeah.
she's good enough. We may say she's good enough, and he says he's not good enough. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's only your eyes. What you feel is what you're looking for in a team when you're a coach.
I feel like they just
And you
find
know some,
excuses. Go on,
Sorry?
Malik.
and you know something that would be cool if, like, when, like, if Jamaica could get the league to start up, right, to get to start up a new women league. Like, okay, and then, like, when some of the players are near the end of their, like, international careers or whatever, right? Like, Jamaica give those players the pie, play a couple games in that league, and then when they play a couple games in that league, that might draw more fans, in
No,
to that league. Look at the what is it? The MLS. The MLS. It's not really. It's big. It's not that big, but it's big. So what they try to do, you see, like with Wayne Rooney at the end of his career, they get like they got like Wayne Rooney to come play for DC United, and got this person to play for this team and this person to play for that team. So that could be something like what the Women League in Jamaica do, you know.
um, Crystal, go back to that last comment, the one you had up before.
Mikey, this one.
No, the one before Warren. The one just you had up something about splitting.
What was it to do with? Can you see the person's name? Just bear with Mikey there for a second, guys. I think he's trying to fork out a comment. Can you see it, Mikey? think we just need Mikey to readjust. But yeah, guys, feel free to chime in there in the comment section with regards to what we're saying on screen. Wanted to know why you guys think certain section of the fan base aren't keen on our gaffer over in the Reggae Girls camp. Odd to see that you want someone to fail, because if he fails, the Reggae Girls fails, and subsequently Jamaica fails. So I never agree with that. It's like I said, nobody, you don't have to like him. Not gonna sit here and force anyone to like him, but to want to see him lose, it's a little bit weird. And I noticed those very people who have been on my live stream from February through to the April window, they went silent at the end of Dominican Republic game when Vin Blaine and the Reggae Girls defeated Dominican Republic 5-1, which basically advances to the CONCACAF Women's Championship. I didn't see those people around then. So it's easy for you guys to pipe up when you think things could go wrong, but when it doesn't go wrong and your country and your women's team's doing well, you become a little bit coward like and start to like go into your shell. I was hoping to hear from a few of you at the end of full time in that 4-1 victory over Dominican Republic, because I wanted to know why you guys want him to do bad. But unfortunately, you guys haven't shown up. You're probably listening as we speak and deciding to keep quiet because as things are, the Reggae Girls are looking steady.
Do you understand that comment? I'm trying to figure out what he's saying here. Can you hear me?
What does the comment begin with? I'll see if I can pull it up for you.
I think this is the one he's talking about right here.
Yeah, this is the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
The one that's on screen?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh,
is that
God.
a support for me there? Because not many people support me. Yeah.
I support you, Mikey. Me and Malik support you, and Richard.
Well,
Steve.
I try. I don't know. Somehow I can't comprehend this one. Mikey always.
Mikey, you always spit in justice, and that's the way we should go.
Well, you see, me a straight shooter. We don't shoot, lean, and talk with, like the Americans say. Like when you watch a cowboy show, it say white man talk with fork tongue. I don't do those things.
Always speaking direct.
Right, but I'm not going to call any team name because I know it happens. I mean, even at high school level, you know, that thing goes on. If you don't play with a certain high school, you don't make Jamaica team. No matter how good you are, if you don't go certain high schools, the top name high schools, mean a high school like my school. I went to Calabar, so we are basically track and field school. We win track and field, you know, a lot of times, but all the times. When we come to football and cricket, we're not as good as the other teams. And if we have a good player, it's very hard for that player to make Jamaica team because we're not a football team, football school.
But Crystal, may you please go back to the one with IT, the one with IT on the one with IT. We talking about Visper. I just wanted to touch on that right there.
Where is that?
It's near the bottom. It's near the bottom of the comments. You see it?
I can't. No, I
They
can't.
talking about Whisper making the under 20s.
Oh, you mean Craig's player?
Yes.
Oh, he did. I saw he had a video.
What's he talking about? What's IT talking about?
It says IT. It says that Kevin Williams, yes, Whisper destroyed the trials and silenced leader and speed.
I think you're better off reading that one out, Malik. Or maybe I have to like refresh and come again.
Oh yeah, it said at Kevin Williams. He said at Kevin Williams, yes, Whisper destroyed the trials and silenced speed. Leader and speed. So basically, I just wanted to say that I did see Whisper Trials, and Whisper Trials was amazing. And if
Oh
it is true that he did, oh, go ahead, Mikey.
no, Whisper plays with Phoenix Academy, and Craig say he's the best young striker, maybe the best striker in Jamaica right now. He's 16-year-old. He plays for Mona High School,
Yeah,
and he was having a problem because he didn't get to go to the first trial, but he's at the second trial.
hmm
So that's why maybe this person is putting a comment that he made the national under 20 team or was in the squad. Maybe I don't know. So
Okay.
I guess that's what I'm thinking. But we're trying to talk about the ladies. Leave them.
yeah. I just wanted to touch on that real
Yeah,
quick. I
yeah.
didn't want to.
We're dealing with
Yeah.
the ladies. We're not dealing with the gentlemen, even the young gentlemen. Maybe that will be for next time. We deal with the young gentlemen.
All right.
So let's see what Warren is saying. I give Vin Blaine credit in continue with what Busby have done. No chop and change. Give him 8.5 in his. Oh, okay, okay.
So Warren now have 8.5 worth of credit in the bank. Blaine have
Warren,
8.5.
you might have a few people dislike you after that comment there, Warren, because if you're saying Team Vin Blaine, people are going to be on your back with that one. But you have Mikey there to support you, so don't worry, nobody
Yeah,
can't
man.
come
Vin Blaine have credit now, so
for
him good. Him have whole heap of credit. So if, in
Vin
a,
Blaine definitely has credit in the bank.
in the Reggae Girls Bank, let's
I'm gonna
call it the
Yeah,
take.
he's
Reggae Girls Bank. In the Reggae
yeah,
Girls Bank, him have a lot of
he's got
credit.
credit.
Yes,
He's got
I'm
some
gonna take.
credit in the bank.
Reggae Girls National Bank of Commerce.
I'm gonna
Uh,
take out some. I'm gonna take out some of my credit and give it to him.
okay, see that? Well, build up
Yeah,
more credit for Vin Blaine. Yeah.
he's off to a good start because,
He
like
just.
he said, you
Listen,
know,
and anyone who feel that Vin Blaine don't have any credit, and he win 4 games straight, him win a game by 5-1. That's supposed to be this tough game. When you be a team 5 goals to 1, that's a whopping. There
6-1
was
as well. They weren't happy with the 6-1. Jamaican
listen.
football fans sometimes they're so difficult.
You know why they don't happy? They're not
Why?
happy because them score one. Now any team can score on any team at any time. Okay,
Yeah,
so but when you beat a team that's supposed to give you a tough game, 5-1,
says a
that's a
lot, doesn't it?
walloping. That's a walloping.
Yeah,
And it could have been worse. It could have been worse. I count because I rewatched the game. I count they got, apart from the goal they scored, they got 3 other clear chances.
yeah,
I count Jamaica getting chances at up to 12 clear chances, and they scored 5. Right?
yeah.
Bonnie whiffed on 2. Um, what's the name? Oh, Jody Brown missed 2. There was a couple. So I mean, and there's a couple half chances there. So so it could have been worse. It could have been terrible. It could have been 8-9. You
See, I
know.
see your comment here, Ian. I'm thinking you're talking about the U20s men's team.
Yes.
So here's the problem with the men's team is I'm not one for all the drama. I'll just be completely honest with that. I can't take the reason why I don't really focus on Reggae Boys content as much as I do now with the Reggae Girls is the everything that, like I've said, put the men's team to the side. The things that the people surrounding the men's team, it's just too negative for my liking. Just the conversation, doesn't matter how good the conversation is going, it always turns into negativity. And I'm just not one for that. I'm not one for all the drama and the negativity that comes with talking about the men's game. So more than happy to dive in with more men's football content, but I'm just not going to like entertain silly conversation and a host of negativity because that always seems to be the case when you're talking about the men's side of the game. When it's the women's side, everybody's happy and positive, but as soon as you touch on the men's team, there's a host of negativity there. I still create content on them, but sometimes I just feel to just park them to one side because it's just too much. The U20s that you're referring to, you're telling me it's hot topics, so I'm assuming there's some negativity that comes with that one as well. Correct me if I'm not if I'm wrong, but yeah.
There's there is a little what I want to say now. I want to use the right word, which I don't have in my head, and I don't want to say the wrong words. So I'm just going to leave it at that. There's a little bit of unnecessary trouble. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I can't
A
take it,
problem,
Mikey.
unnecessary problems. That is
Yeah, I
not.
can't take it.
I think if people are fair
Yeah,
and you behave fair, each
yeah,
part, whatever part you are, and to this is you have to be fair. You have to put yourself in. Try to put yourself in. Not put yourself in. Try to put yourself in the other man's shoes.
mm,
So
mm,
if you if I have a problem with you, Crystal, if I try to put myself in your shoes and you try to put yourself in my shoes, we can solve the problem.
yeah. Come
If you're
from
seeing
it's
it from my if you're seeing
understanding,
it from my
isn't it?
way and I'm seeing it from your way, you
Yeah,
understand me?
yeah,
And sometimes if we can't agree, sometimes you need someone to come in and say, listen, you rate it, let's work it out some other way. Yeah, but when it comes to the men team, it's a lot of and like I said about the club business again, and this is what it boil down to the national team, the youth team. Maybe it may boil down to the same club business. Depends on the coach. They have a
mm,
local coach, right? So
yeah,
even if that local coach tried to be as fair as possible, let's say they pick
yeah.
a player from his team, whatever team he used to coach or coaches, they still going to have a problem with him because they're going to feel that somebody in the GFF is pulling the strings, even if nobody in the GFF so there's always a problem. You see the women team, you don't hear about nobody pulling any strings. You know what
I'm
I mean?
telling you, Warren. I'm telling you. I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. I don't. Sorry, Ian Campbell. It's nothing to do with you, so please don't take it personal. But I know if we dive into certain subject, you see, with the women's team, we have free range. We can pretty much talk about any topic with respect, and it won't turn hostile. It won't turn nasty. With the men's team, you have to tread carefully. You can't have free range when you're talking about the men's team because it's just you're more than likely to touch a nerve or something's going to go sour,
Uh,
and before you know it, people are at each other's throat, and I don't want that for my
and
platform.
and this is going on, and this is going on from forever. But it got worse now because
Mm,
Jamaica got to the World Cup, and Jamaica now although Jamaica haven't gotten to the World Cup in the last 24 years or since 2000, since 1998, but
yeah,
Jamaica Reggae Boys is a brand, and it has gotten bigger because when I was playing, or even up until about 1998, many Jamaicans weren't playing overseas. Now
mm,
I'm sure at least over 70 Jamaicans are playing overseas in
yeah,
all different leagues all over the world. I'm sure more than that may be playing. So therefore, it's a business now. Back in the early 90s and 80s and 70s, it wasn't a business. Now it's a business. So people are want to put their players up front, and
But
to get them up front, you have to get them on national team because
but
people don't watch the local league. Well, now they have it on TV and you can watch it on the internet.
yeah. It's
But
more accessible.
so therefore now the players can get be seen other than on the national team. But the Jamaica Premier League is not big enough yet to generate a worldwide audience, or not good enough. I don't never say good enough, but big enough to generate a worldwide audience so that scouts can see these players from other countries. You know what I mean? They
and
don't
I
have to
was
fly to Jamaica to see them.
my bad. I just you jump out, and I wanted to touch on this because you said since you talking about the 70s and all that. I know we talking about the women right now, but just how you talking about the 70s, like so like my dad, because he grew up back in that era too, and he was telling me about the skill codes and
Okay.
the the, the twins and all the
Oh,
other.
you know who the twins are?
Now
I know.
he told me their name, but I forgot what he said
I
their
can tell.
name
I
was.
can tell you the names. You want? You want me to tell you the names?
Yes, if you don't mind.
Miguel and Carcel Blair.
Yeah,
They played for Santos. Yeah.
yeah. Because my dad was telling me about all of them. Because well, I think my dad really, well, he really grew up in the '60s, but you know, he was part of that '60s, '90s era. You know.
60s, 70s. Yeah. You say I grew up in
Yeah.
my age was I grew up in the 70s. I was born in the 60s, but grew up in the 70s. So I went to high
There
school
was
in the
a sad
70s.
story. Correct me if I'm wrong with Miguel Blair. There was a sad story a while
Yes,
back, right?
one of the
With his
players.
living conditions.
Yes, living condition. Yeah, I don't know which one it is, but it's one of them.
I
I don't
think
know
it
which.
was Miguel. I think it was
Right.
Miguel. If I'm oh, that was heartbreaking. I'm pretty
Yeah, 'cause
sure there was
right,
a
they both play
story
for the national
there.
team. They both.
Yeah, with his
And,
living condition.
well, there's this ex-player. I think his name is Tallawah. He's trying
Mm,
to have like raise the funds for all the ex-players that are on hard times. But you must remember in the 70s, 80s, Jamaicans weren't going overseas on contracts, so they played locally. If you didn't get a football scholarship to the United States, that's the only way you really get overseas.
mm, mm.
Out of high school.
Yeah,
So and then when you got to the U.S. on a football scholarship, you get your degree. You had to stay in the U.S. or came back to Jamaica because there was no MLS then. MLS started in the 90s, if I remember properly. Yeah, in the 90s, MLS came about after the World
yeah.
Cup that was here was 90. The World Cup was 88 or 96. Well, I remember when the U.S. World Cup was. I can't remember when the World Cup was here in the U.S. I think it was 90. Was it 90? No, it wasn't 90. I can't remember when the U.S. World Cup was. Well, that's so far. I can't remember it. Yeah.
I
But
cannot
yeah,
separate for you. I know you guys have got well. I'm gonna say you guys, Mikey, you and
yeah.
USA, you got a World Cup what 2026? Is that something you guys are bidding for? Do you actually have it?
I think so. Yeah, but we
Oh,
had the
you
World Cup in the
guys,
90s
Canada
though.
and Mexico, right?
Right. So that's why.
2026.
Yeah. So what happened in 2026? Three teams already qualify, and I think we get in three more teams. So if Jamaica don't make that, boy, that's a sad situation.
I think the one you're referring to was 94. Is that the year that you're
94.
referring to?
Right. 94.
1994
Yes.
World Cup?
So
Yeah.
MLS started somewhere around either just before or just after
Mm,
MLS
mm.
started, and that's when Jamaicans start to get get into the pro leagues in the MLS. Yeah.
Well,
Mm.
if you really want to be technical, it was another soccer league before the MLS.
Oh, that was all overseas players though. That was the Cosmos League, whatever that was.
Yeah, I think it was like USWL or something like that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
yeah.
That was all overseas foreign players. Like players that couldn't play for their clubs anymore in Europe. They came over here, and it was all stars. Like
Uh,
stars that are on the last legs. They come over and they put on a show. Pele was here, and all those kind of players was here.
So that's the
Yeah.
same format because I remember when David Beckham moved over to MLS, that
Well,
was a big
but
thing.
right, yeah, but you see, yeah, but that league was made up of all foreign players basically. I mean, if there are 10 teams and there are 23 players on each team, 210 of the players out of the 230 players were from overseas.
Jesus, a star attraction then, right?
Yeah, like I said, there's players that were superstars, and then when they could make the Division One teams in those days, or the Premiership teams in those, they would come over here and get a big contract to play for the US club teams. And
Yeah.
that when they started MLS, they didn't want that to happen again. So that's why when MLS started, it was very poor. I mean, MLS was like very, very poor, and then every year it got better, and
It's
then the
gotten
US
better,
team got
yes.
better.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
and
I
it,
can't knock you on that. I can't knock you on that.
right. So they started with college kids, graduated from college, and they build a team. I know MLS is pretty good right now. I mean, they're playing very good football now.
Mm,
You
mm.
know
and
what I
then
mean?
but if you look at it, the MLS is still doing that in a way. Because like I said, when Wayne Rooney came over here, you remember when Wayne Rooney came over here, right, Mr.
Yes.
Mikey?
Yeah, I
And,
remember when yeah.
and you remember he got a big contract.
Yeah, he played for Washington.
Yeah, and he got a big contract.
And when you
And
remember what happened you remember what happened when he came to Washington? What happened when he came to Washington?
he just looked like
No.
not the same ring.
Who lost his job? Which Jamaican player lost their job?
Okay. What was his name? Mattox? What was his name?
Maddox, yeah, the Maddox
Yeah,
had to leave. Yeah, Maddox was the number one striker. When Rooney came, he had to go.
yeah.
Darren Maddox, yeah, yeah. Rooney, move him out of a job.
Yeah, but when Rooney came, like how we talked about it, Rooney like didn't look like no big like where they expected him to be
But
no big superstar, you know, destroying the MLS. He just looked like an average, player.
because because he was finished, he
Now
couldn't
it's
make the Premiership in England.
yeah, now it's only one player. Even though I want to get back to the woman, but it's only one player who came over here recently, and I think he gone back to Europe now. That looked good in the MLS. I forgot his name.
Yeah, that guy played for Czech, right? What's his name? What? Oh,
He was just
He's a trouble child. What's his
yeah
name
he
again?
yeah he was just playing in LA. He was like
Yes,
yeah.
Crystal. He played for I think he played for Arsenal. He played for.
Who were you guys? A Czech player that played for Arsenal. In what context are you guys talking about?
He's a forward. And he's like a trouble child. I can't remember this.
Couple
Can't
child
remember.
for played for Czech.
Yeah, yeah. It was just who did he play for? Maybe somebody talk chat no, but I can't remember who he played for.
For
But he's a trouble
Arsenal.
child. I'm not sure it's Arsenal, but he
Arsenal.
was it
The
Arsenal he
only
played for?
ones I can think of for Arsenal is like Thomas Rosicky, and he's definitely not
No, no,
trouble.
no, 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 no.
For Arsenal.
Are you played for Sweden? Are you played for Sweden or Denmark? I
What did
can't
you
He
say
played
remember.
that
for
he played for
he played for
Arsenal
Wayman.
and then went to MLS?
No, I think it's
I don't
Arsenal.
think it's Arsenal.
I don't know. It's
Definitely.
not Arsenal. I can't remember
What
who he
does he
played
look
for, but
like? What does he look like?
somebody slim, blonde hair, always have a bone like a kind of ties here in the back.
Okay, he played
Little
for
beard and
your team,
mustache.
Ibrahimovic, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
I think that's him. He's a forward, right?
Yeah, he played for your boys, Manu.
Okay, maybe it's Manu, right? And he's a trouble child. Yes, trouble child.
Yeah,
He's always
like
into something. He's always into something.
he's an interesting character to say the least.
Yes, right. He went and played for LA. Well, he was good here when he
Oh,
was
here's
here.
your friend.
Yeah, he
Here's
was
your
good.
friend.
Who's
There's
that?
your friend. There's your friend on the screen.
Yes, that's his name. Zatan. How do you pronounce that name?
Zlatan.
I ain't gonna try to say it.
Zlatan.
Okay.
I don't want to botch his name.
You see
Okay.
who
I'ma
wrote the
just-
comment, Mikey?
Yeah, man, Formula man. I'm a brethren, you know.
Formula need to come on the show tonight. Come on, Formula, hop on the show. Don't be
Formula
scared.
busy. Formula was saying busy.
Don't be camera shy tonight.
Formula is probably trying to have a quiet night, but I'll
It's
drop
Good
it.
Friday. You know something? It's Good Friday. We got to keep it good.
That's true, it is Good Friday. We are supposed to keep it clean, and as we always do anyways, we usually keep
Yeah.
it clean
Ian,
over
so
it.
you need more viewers. Well,
Yeah,
well,
Ian,
well,
you're
well,
right, You're right,
but
Mr.
Ian,
Campbell.
you have to tell your friend them to come on the stream because them is pure fun and laugh and real talk. Straight talk. When I hold no punch. When I powder. Nobody.
Yeah, I need to what was I gonna say? I've lost train of thought. I keep losing. Lack of sleep is making me lose train of thoughts, guys, and I'm sorry for that. Yeah. So based off you guys' based off you guys' response, the WhatsApp call-in show, I need to bring that to the table. You guys have voted in your numbers there. Majority of you have said you want to see me do a WhatsApp call-in show. So we're going to get to work on that. I'm going to need to secure the equipment first. So bear with me patiently whilst I shop around and see what's feasible. And then I'm going to introduce it to the show because I know that's something that you guys are looking forward to. And then maybe, Mikey, we can see the other what do you call it? The other subscribers that you're referring to. Hopefully they can tune in by then.
Yeah, we need to build a show because this is Reggae Girls, and I know the guys some guys are not into the female sport, and then again, I will let people know I'm biased towards female sports because my sister played soccer for Jamaica, for who don't know, and also my daughter played basketball for college here, which she kind of put that down now too, or used to. So it's always females in my life. So and so
Yes.
I'm biased towards, especially towards the reggae girls because I've been a reggae girls fan since the '90s. So all who want to be a Wakan is a jump on since the last World Cup cycle. I've been around from when they went to Canada for the first time and got slapped every game until I had to call my sister and say, "You're not shame." So she said, "Get away from me."
Wouldn't want to have you as a big brother if you're gonna call me and
No, but
ask me that.
no. But it
What was
was
her reaction, Mikey?
she know that. She said, "Get away from me." I said, but she knows joke me a joke. And we are just a family that love run joke on each other. So
Yeah.
you know, shame. I mean, I think the lowest beat they got must be. I didn't want it. I don't remember. It was so long ago. So I don't.
That is
Well,
crazy.
Okay.
That is
This
crazy.
I
But
try.
yeah,
I tried.
Mikey has been
Eh?
around for a while. I'm
Yeah.
saying
So
you've been around for
but
a
if
while with the women's team.
yeah.
but
And
if
and funny
Jamaica,
enough, no, funny enough, out of all my brothers and sisters, she's the only one that made a national team. My brother played cricket and football. I played football. My other brother played football, and she's the only one that made the national team. Made a national team,
But
which I'm
she
so
was better
proud of
than
her.
you.
Yes, I'm not going to deny. Yes, she was. And Mr. Butler and her used to play together, practice
Really?
together.
She used to play with him.
Yes, they're
She used
same
to
age.
play
Yes,
with
because
Mr. Butler. That's impressive.
Mr. Butler is a Medhaven man like I am, and she's a Medhaven girl. And at those times, she was the only girl playing with the boys because there was no female team when
She
she
must have
was
got
growing
a
up.
roughness about her then.
Oh yeah, there's no mango tree that she can't climb, or no mango, nobody she can't fight. Yeah. Okay, because she
I
grew up
might
around a ton load of boys, huh?
I might need
Yeah.
somebody bullying me. I might need to call her.
Well, sorry to say she's not with us anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry to
Rest in
you
hear
did
that.
peace.
say.
Yeah, she passed
Oh,
away.
yeah, you did
Yeah,
say. I'm really sorry to hear about that,
or
Mikey.
she will be on this show bad mouthing, beating off everybody about the girl. You can't say nothing wrong about any soccer player, female soccer player when she's around.
No, I'm really sorry to
That's
hear about that,
good.
Yeah,
Mikey. Really, really sorry to hear
yeah.
about
So when
that.
I want Vin Blade to know that I have a lot of things in stock in this Reggae Girls team, Reggae Girls program. So it's nothing against him. It's just I'm just talking for my sister right now. That's what I'm doing right now.
I love
Well,
that.
I,
I think you're doing an excellent job. To be honest with you,
What I, what
definitely
I
think
want
you're doing an
what I'm
excellent
going to do,
job.
I'm going to send you a photograph of her on one of that on the private thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
When she
you.
when she I may find a picture of her in a Jamaican outfit, because I when I was looking through some stuff, I saw some old photograph of her in her soccer stuff, but I
Yeah, I
don't
would
remember.
love to do a show. Actually, I'm just focusing on you and your sister. So yeah, once I get that picture, I'll load up that show because it's funny that you've said that because I was gonna dive into that conversation now, but no, I'm gonna leave that
Yeah,
and make that a special conversation. So
yeah, because
I'm gonna save that one for a different
yeah,
day.
when she was playing for Jamaica, I was here,
Yeah.
so I didn't actually, I never actually seen her play for Jamaica. I see her play.
Really?
I never seen
Oh,
her play. I never see her play a club football game in Jamaica. But I know when she was young, like 12, 13, those ages, she was playing with Craig. You know,
yeah.
yeah.
That's really
And and,
unfortunate.
and a couple months ago, Craig asked me, Mike, what's up with your sister? I said, I told him she passed. He couldn't
Oh,
believe it. Yeah, he asked
oh
me. Yeah,
man. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Mikey.
yeah, but that's a long time ago, 13 years ago. And what is now? What's it called that? Easter Sunday. That's what you call it. Easter Sunday.
Coming up, yeah, Easter Sunday coming up, yeah.
Yeah, that's the day she passed away.
Oh, so that's gonna be an anniversary for you.
Yeah, yeah. But
Oh, I wish I could give you a hug. I think the whole YouTube
just
community.
just just
We're gonna give
just,
you
just
a what you call this? type of hug is this, guys?
Just give us a big up, man. That's big. Don't big up Michelle. Don't me big up
Michelle.
Michelle. Yes.
Okay, God bless her. May her soul rest in peace. So yeah, Mikey
Yeah.
has been with women's football from the trenches. If it is annoyingly challenging at times trying to tune into women's football. I remember the last campaign, so back in 2018. Oh my God, I was struggling to actually gain access to watch the games. I also had periods where I was paying to watch friendlies. JFF, please do not charge us to watch friendlies again. I don't know if it's JFF or whoever arranges those friendlies, the ones where you charge your fans, the
Oh, you mean on
supporters.
YouTube?
No, not on YouTube. It will be like a third party site. And I'm paying to watch a friendly. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
this is ridiculous. But because I
No,
love the team so much, I ended up paying.
well, I had to pay to play to. I think I had to pay to watch the ones they played it with against Nigeria and the US.
I had to pay for
I had to
the
pay for the
Costa
last two.
Rica one. I paid for
Oh,
the
it was.
last one, Costa Rica.
Oh, it was who they played. Oh, the last one they played for, right? Not
Yeah.
US. It's Costa
But I
Rica
think,
No, no,
played for.
yeah.
Yes.
but I think that Costa Rica one, I think that was on
But you know,
YouTube or something.
Crystal, Jamaica, JFF get part of that money, you know, and Costa Rica get part of that money. So you put them towards the woman program anyway. They get
No,
a
you know
cut of.
what? You know what? I asked. This is the reason why I said it might on that occasion it might not have been JFF because when I probed the question to someone who's quite close to JFF, they were like, it has nothing to do with us. So I was like, oh, they shifted the concern in someone else's direction, and I don't want to just air them out like that.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think for the Costa Rica game, from what I was told, it wasn't JFF that made the
Who was the home
arrangement.
team? Who was if so? Therefore, Costa Rica was the home team then.
I don't think it was no Costa Rica weren't mentioned. Someone completely different was mentioned, and I was like, interesting. I said, well, that's a bad idea. I spoke to my contact and I said, that's a bad idea. We shouldn't be doing that because people who are trying to buy into women's football are not going to be paying for it from the start. If you're settled in and you like what you
Yeah.
see, then yes. But when you're just getting new to women's football, you're not paying to watch a friendly. Kudos to you. I did actually do that, like I said, in the last round because I was just desperate to see the team play. But if you don't have that natural passion, no one's paying to watch women's football. Miss Denise McFadden there, McFadden, First Lady McFadden, she's saying, keeping you and family in prayers, Mikey. May your sister's memory be a blessing. That's beautiful. I'm going to leave that one
Thank you very much.
for
Not
us.
only that, Denise McFadden sound like a very good football name.
I know he's talking.
McFadden picks up the ball on the left side.
Is
Looks
she
in,
related
squared.
to McFadden? Is she
Huh?
related to McFadden? Is she
I don't
related
know.
to our McFadden?
I
I
don't
mean,
know,
she
but
might
she,
have some
that's a
explaining to do, Miss Denise.
that's a good football name, McFadden.
Yeah, that's a
But
serious football name.
Yeah.
something I wanted to say, like if Jamaica was to like start back up that women's league, I think I would be if I could, I would be someone who would be willing to invest whatever I could invest into that league to see that league grow.
I was in Jamaica in let me tell you, it's after no, it's about 2008 and they had a league going at that time. And my club, which I'm promoting, Medhaven, which no longer exists, had a female
Make it
team.
a easy though.
I promote my team, then they exist anymore. Had a female team, and the game that I saw, they played Boys Town. It was a very good game. I matter of fact, I ref that game. I because the ref didn't show up, so I was the referee for that game. And the girls look good. They were very skillful girls on both sides,
So
and it looked good. And that's the
would you
first female game. That's the first female competitive game I saw in Jamaica. The game was at Medhaven's Field, and I went to watch it because I was there.
was you an
Before
unbiased
we
ref or was you
continue,
Huh? Was I an unbiased ref? Yes, I was very unbiased. Yes.
because I thought you probably was biased, probably calling the penalties at the penalty.
No, I gave out 2 red cards. No, 2 yellow cards to Boys Town though.
Okay.
No, it was the Boys Town. I don't want to say, but I think it was Santos. No, it was Santos that played against that Boys Town. They played against Santos. Sorry, my correction. They play against Santos Football
Guys,
Club.
before we continue, I know he says that he's all right, but before you guys go to bed, even if you don't necessarily believe in, you don't have whole religious belief, but yeah, please do say a prayer there for Mr. Mikey Balin, also Coach Karumi, and like I said, Warren Webster as well. For multiple reasons, keep those guys in your prayers. Say a little silent prayer for them, and that will be greatly, greatly appreciated. I did say at the start of the show, but if you're just tuning in, then yeah, please do keep those guys in your prayers. And Mikey is, send them all a huge hug there. You clearly heard Mikey's sister's passing anniversary is this Sunday, Easter Sunday. So keep Mikey in your thoughts. Keep Warren Webster and Coach Karumi there in your thoughts as well. Just goes to show you never know what people are going through. So when you see people in the comment section, be nice, be kind, because a lot of the times people come onto these platforms just to get away, just to come out of the real world, come out of reality, just to free their minds. So if they're coming to a safe space and you're making it hostile and toxic, you're definitely not being fair to them. So be kind. You guys in the comment section are always nice to each other anyways. And if ever someone comes into our group or a space and they make you guys feel uncomfortable, just tell me to block them and I'll block them, because I'm just here to make sure you guys are happy and comfortable. Sorry to interrupt you guys. You guys can get on with it.
So Crystal, you have to block me, because I make some of things. I make some of the coach man comfortable.
No, your blocking is your uncomfortable is like, that's banterous. Some people's uncomfortable is like toxic and rude and disrespect, and we don't deal with that on this platform. So
Yeah,
anytime
thank
you
you,
guys
Mr. Russ.
block somebody, I'll block
Yeah,
them for you.
yeah, thank you, Mr. Russ.
Travis
Yeah,
is saying the
If,
same. He
if
says
any
condolence to you
yeah.
and the family, Mikey.
if anybody make anybody
Thanks, Travis.
in the comment section or anywhere feel uncomfortable, we gonna jump them and then we gonna block them. We gonna jump
So,
them first and then
yeah,
block them.
yeah, yeah. And
I've
guys,
seen it a few times in
don't
the comment section.
don't forget Coach Karumi and Warren. 'Cause Warren had the recent, more recent than mine,
Yeah,
and that is closer. Mine is 13 years ago, which is a long time. Warren is very close,
yeah.
and
Warren's one.
Coach. I think Coach Karumi is on to right. I'm not sure about Coach Karumi.
Coach Karuni, there's no passing there, thank God, with Coach Karuni,
Oh,
but he's going for a bit of a rough patch. So,
okay. So
he needs
yeah.
our
So
love and support.
with Warren is very very. The wound is still there. So
Yeah, fresh wound
yes.
for Mr. Warren Webster. So,
Mine,
yeah,
mine, mine. The scab fall off, but it's still there. But you can
yeah,
see the scar.
yeah,
Condolences
always
to
gonna
both
be
Mr.
Huh?
Mikey and Mr. Vaughn Baxter. Condolences to both of y'all. We can't
Yeah.
just we can't forget about you too, Mikey, Uncle Mikey. You see what I'm saying? Part of
It
the
really is
family.
Uncle Mikey. Oh,
Well, that's fine.
I had an uncle called Mikey, and he passed away in 2018. Yeah,
So
he
that
was
even
great.
closer than me.
Hey,
Say that.
condolences to you
Say that again,
too,
That
Mikey.
Crystal.
that's closer than me. I mean, that's
Why
just
can't
four
I
years
hear
ago.
Mikey?
That's just 4 years ago.
A second.
Can you hear
Mikey?
me?
Yeah, I can
I
hear you
can hear
now.
you. I can
Yeah,
hear
go
you.
on.
I said that is closer than me. That's just 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was 2018.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorite human beings, and I was actually in Jamaica when he died, as well.
Mm.
So yeah, that was quite sad, and he didn't get to see his 50th birthday, which was next in line for him. So that was very sad. So yeah, everyone's got their own little things that they go through, people. So just be kind when
Yeah,
you
man.
see people on there doing their live streams or in the comment section. That's one thing I think we need to change is the culture, the football culture. We're always talking about changing the culture where the federation is concerned and all of that. But what about the fan culture? Why can't we focus on changing the fan culture? That's, if anything, that's within our reach. It is the fan culture. That's definitely something that we can change as the 12th man, because if we all gather together and we're saying that we're not dealing with no forms of negativity, eventually that dies out. there's no place for it. So it doesn't become fashionable. If no one's interested in it, obviously people just stop being negative and just run with the program, which is to be positive.
And you know something, talking about that, talking about changing the culture and everything. If changing, changing the culture of Jamaica football, like a lot of the, even though I guess it's because of FIFA and the scheduling, but you know, if sometimes we get like some of these international games on a weekend, and then what would make it better is if people tailgate. You know how many people tailgate in America for America, like American football on Sunday to September to February. They tailgate almost every Sunday. Some teams you got people jumping through tables, jumping through whatever. And Mr. Mikey can tell you this too. I don't know. Can you hear Mr. Mikey?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So you know how on Sunday when we watching football, you see
Yes.
everybody out there in the stadium
I
tailgating.
yeah. I've never been to a Premiership game or English soccer football game in England. So, but when you have a football game in America, people turn up. If the game is 1 o'clock, they turn up from 9 a.m. and they start cooking in the parking lot. Barbecue, big ribs, pork, I mean chicken, everything is. They have to spend more time in the parking lot than in the actual stadium. They drink so much beer that when they go to the stadium, they spend more time in the restroom than actually watching the football game. So, I mean, the first I went to American football game, I couldn't believe it. The amount of barbecue grills that are behind people's cars.
Big.
I mean, oh, it's like we usually in football season, pro leagues, American pro football. It's I think they're up the games to 18. It used to be 16 for a long time. So you have eight home games, and therefore you
Yeah.
have 8 parties at that home stadium. I mean, it's like a big barbecue, everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Just so I don't want no confusions, guys. So the people who have suffered, let's say a few losses there. We've touched on Mikey. Mikey's sister's passing anniversary, is this Sunday, guys. So, I don't know if Mikey has anything planned there, for his sister Michelle. Um,
No, I don't.
if he does it, then I think I was gonna do a show on Sunday. I just turned that into a special for Michelle. So do tune in on that day, guys. Also, Warren Webster. You see Warren Webster there in the comment section. He suffered a recent loss. Coach Karumi. There's no losses there with Coach Karumi. He's just going for a rough patch. So be extra kind to him. Be loving. Send some prayers and some hugs his way. And you guys already know that I lost my granddad last summer as well. So you guys would have known about that. I know Warren, you would not, yeah, Warren, I think you would have known about that. Woon Woon, you knew about that as well. So big up you guys in the comment section. Rockford there is saying, Mikey, what is your sister's last name?
Well, my last name was mine.
Balin, not Balin, Balin.
No.
That's his actual
Yes.
pronunciation, guys. It's Balin, not
Yeah.
Balin.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to. I still in my brain. I'm still trying to remember what year they played. I think it's like maybe 90 or 91. They played in Canada. They played trying to qualify for the World Cup. I can't remember. Can't remember the year. So
that's
far, so
true.
long. Huh?
I want to actually know that, Mikey. For Sunday, I don't know how you're gonna
Well, you have to
work
call
that.
the GFF. You know, the GFF should know that. But they should know.
Listen, if you don't know, I'm not banking on the guys at JFF to give me an answer. They probably tell me, ask Mikey, ask his sister. He should know.
Maybe they don't have a record of our playing.
Probably not. I can't trust my.
Uh,
I can't put
and,
all
and,
my
and and for those
loyalties
maybe
on the
somebody who
JFF.
maybe somebody who is on the stream or listening, I know somebody that played for Barry G, or I think Barry G the DJ at a football team. She played for Barry G girls when they had a club team. I think they used to play in Marvelly over by Marvelly Stadium. So
I wanna look into that. I
so
definitely
it
want
may
to
be
look.
Barry G listening. Bargy could or somebody know Bargy could find out when was that?
We're going to be talking about that on Sunday. We're definitely talking about Michelle Balin on sorry, Balin, Michelle Balin on Sunday, guys. Little special there for a former reggae girl, former Jamaican women's footballer there who is unfortunately no longer with us. So that's gonna be special. That's on Easter Sunday. So you know that's gonna be a blessed show. So do tune in. So you guys don't want to miss that one. And Warren, you're right. Fan culture is alive and well. There's no disputing that, and I agree with you. As long as it remains respectful, then we shouldn't have no issues. But I think me and you both know, Warren, that there's some negativity there where our 12th man is concerned. Some will put it down to the results. Some make it a little bit personal. So yeah, there's a few things there that we need to iron out as the 12th man. Because like I said, if we can throw the federation, the coaches, and the team under the bus, surely we can throw ourselves under the bus as well. Point I'm trying to make is we don't want nobody going under the bus, but if we're going to do that, then let's be balanced and let's check ourselves because sometimes us as the 12th man we make mistakes. So let's hold ourselves accountable when we do make those mistakes.
And people have to understand that coaches make mistakes just like we make mistakes.
Yeah, because they're human beings, just like the
Yeah.
players.
And if anybody can say they're not biased towards a certain player, a certain thing, then they're no human. Because as a coach, as I coach basketball, there's always a player that I am biased towards. But I have to try hard, very hard not to show it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's the hardest work on the team. I mean, no matter what you ask him to do, he does it.
Or maybe it's the kindest person, just always kind.
Yeah, and maybe it's
Or
the
you,
funniest guy. I mean, it's the funniest guy on the team. I mean, when me like, I coach 10 and under, so you always have a little clown. And so the things they say to you sometimes, you say, what does you just saw? You know? So
or
funny.
sometimes it's just the most energetic
Yes,
person.
right.
Yes.
Once I had a kid, right? I mean, he wasn't I had like 14 kids on my team, but out of the 14, he was maybe the one that's one the bottom rim of the team. And my team wouldn't rebound. And I know this guy can't catch the ball. And said, Coach, you put me in a catch every ball that come off the backboard. And I'm saying, you serious? Yeah, I said, okay, go ahead and try it. And he
It
did
used
it.
to be, it used to
He
be a
did it.
used to
You
be
know
a
what I mean?
basketball coach.
Well, I haven't coached in the last 2 years because of COVID.
Hey, Mr. Mikey, you out here living up to your last name. You out here balling. Mr. Mikey by out here dunking on
No,
people.
I never played basketball. I mean, I tried. I shoot the ball, but I'm not a basketball player. Believe me. I don't know the first thing about. Wait, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I'm not a basketball player because basketball is just like football. Only thing instead of you're kicking with your foot, you're dribbling with your hand, basically.
Mm.
Yeah,
And the most important thing, you always need a triangle. So when you're playing basketball, you always have a triangle, and you have a triangle, you're going to make the passes.
that might.
And
That's
because
it.
Hey,
and because I grew up on netball, you
mhm.
know, in Jamaica, I tell my guys that you don't have to dribble, you can just pass the ball and score.
Mhm.
You just
And
pass the
you
ball around without dribbling, huh?
and that might work. That you think that could work in soccer? Having like a strike, like a I don't know,
No,
like a
soccer
like
is
a
triangles. Soccer is triangles, basically. It's the same
yeah. But
thing.
I mean when you look at it, a lot of teams they triangle. They don't perfect they triangle enough to get the look at. I don't want to keep going back to it, but it's like it just keeps setting up into it. Like look at the man team. They triangle look like a broken pizza or something. So a lot of soccer teams don't really perfect their shot angles enough to be able to pass the ball good enough. So if teams could perfect their shot angle, do you think that would be able to help these teams be able to pass the ball better?
Yeah, triangles are very important. Before the COVID, I was going on 3 straight championship. I don't know up to now if it wasn't COVID, I'd been 5 straight. You know what I mean? Huh? It's grammar school though. I don't coach high school, of course. Grammar school.
Mr.
Catholic
Mikey
school.
Balin is out here. He out here. Can somebody give me the greatest name of one of the greatest soccer coaches ever? Mr. Mikey Balin out here like one of them soccer coaches.
The greatest soccer coach, I'm going to tell you, the greatest soccer coach I know. His name is David Hunt, David Wagga Hunt, Medhaven coach. I'm biased.
But we can't use it. We're gonna use the international.
Wait a second. God rest his soul. He passed away, I think, way back in 2007.
Oh dang! Well, God rest his soul. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
But we're gonna use the old Germany coach. I forgot his name. We're gonna use the old German coach.
No. The best coach is Manchester United coach, Alex Ferguson, best ever coach in the world.
No. It's Thomas Tuchel. I'm sorry, Thomas Tuchel.
Sir Alex Ferguson is the number one coach in the world.
Look, listen. Current world champions. Current defend. Well, we not defending no more.
Malik is one step away from removing that Mr. from your name, Mr. Balin.
We're still.
Hey,
Nobody
call you uncle no more.
Listen. From Alex leave, Manchester in trouble. You know, see, from Alex leave, Manchester in trouble.
Hey,
I change my team. Huh?
You could become a Chelsea fan. You could become a
can't be Chelsea fan. No,
you too,
can't be Chelsea fan. No.
You could become a Chelsea fan too.
I'm going to find a team down in the Championship and start back in then to reach the Premiership. That's what I went to do.
Because Arsenal won't be in the top 3 anytime soon. So, Clifton, we have space for you, on the wagon if you want to jump on the wagon.
If I was to pick a next,
catching Mr. Balin stray, Malik was going for him and somehow I'm involved.
But listen, if I was going to pick another team other than Manchester United, it would be Tottenham.
Oh my
Tottenham
gosh.
and Man United fans seem to like each other. Well, some of them seem to like each other.
Yes, I think because back in the late 70s, early 80s, I was a Glenn Hoddle fan and a God Crooks.
Understandable.
So, I think Glenn Hoddle should have started for England, but they didn't. I don't know why they didn't start. They never start him and John Barnes. I don't know why. And they were to me the two best players they had, maybe, at the time.
Just to thank you there, MPEC. How am I pronouncing your name now? MPEC TV.
Yeah.
Thank you there. Thank you there for your kindness. I'm gonna go through these. No. Well, I don't know. Somebody's asking, is Barry G still with us? Well, I've not heard nothing about him not being with us, so I should think so. Yes, and he used the radio. He branched off into radio as well, right? Right.
No, he was radio, and then he started the team. Because when I was in Jamaica,
so he started the team before. I thought it was the other way.
No, after the radio, while he was in radio.
Okay. Yeah. So yes, Travis. It's the same person. Warren is saying, big up JS, we need to be responsible as YouTubers and panelists, putting out information and make sure we apologize if we are wrong. You're right. Hold yourself accountable. Definitely.
Let me put my hand up. I was wrong and I apologize.
The Mikey, to be honest with you, did apologize if his 5 substitution. And let me just say, Mr. Vin Blaine was fully aware of that because it did say, yeah, we did apologize. But again, I think it just goes to show that he's listening, and clearly he wants the fans on his side. As a coach, whether you're interim or a permanent coach, you're going to want to have the fans on their side. And the fact that he's made reference to what was said on this platform goes to show that, he doesn't want there to be any gray areas. He wants there to be some togetherness where the 12th man and him is concerned. But I can't speak for Mr. Vin Blaine. I could only try and summarize what I think. But that's the way I see that whole situation, that he's reiterated it more than once. So clearly he wants us to be unified. I don't think he's doing it because he wants to draw you out, Mikey. I think he's doing it because
No. Him just want make me know, say, when we make mistake, him will call me out. So when he make feel mistake, me will call him out. No problem. We are Jamaican, you know. And with no harm, no foul. So
You know what? I'm not getting involved with the both of you. I'll sit in the spectators section and watch
yeah,
the both of you go off. I'm not.
when we got Jamaica, when
Wait,
we got Jamaica, man, we carry him go for the place, what the jerk place name again? Oh Lord,
What?
I
What
can't
if
remember.
he's
Jungle
vegetarian?
Fire.
If vegetarian, I'm still carrying my jerk place, man. I'm carrying two jerk pepper. It's not sweet pepper, the jerk sweet pepper.
But yeah, but
Jerk
Christy,
pepper.
you know how you
Eh?
Yeah.
said you go, you know how you said you
See,
going to
see,
stay.
one one. You see what one one say? If no say Glenn Hoddle should start for England team in every World Cup when we go up, and the man them fight him out.
But yeah, you know how you said
Eh?
you wanna stay out of it and stay in the
Staying in the
spectators.
spectators section, yeah.
Technically, you're in it by default because it's
Say it
showing.
again.
I said you in it by default because it's happening because it's showing Tallawah TV. Oh,
You
that
know
would be
what? Look,
that would be a good show to have on Tallawah TV.
yeah,
Mikey
Mr.
Well,
Ballin,
see,
and
Mikey
Mr. Big
Ballin,
Play.
yes.
you saw the Spurs fan them a come out. Warren, what name? Our dealers, as well our dealers from Argentina. Remember, he was there, him and Glenn Hoddle in the middle. Nobody can match that midfielder. Glenn Hoddle and Oswald Ardiles from Argentina. And what and the big guy, what name again? The big forward. Can't remember his name from Argentina. Maybe somebody can give it the name of the forward that was there at the time from Argentina too. Can't remember his name. That was
Guys
a
in the
wicked
comment
Spurs
section.
team.
I'll be back. Don't go nowhere. I'm just gonna go 1 minute and I'll be back. I'm gonna leave you guys in the trusted hands
Yeah.
of Mr. Malik and Mr. Mikey. You with the two M's. So they're gonna be holding you guys down and they're lovely guys. So
Eminem.
And it's not
Eminem.
M&M candy either. It's not M&M candy either.
Oh, so I'll be back in a second, guys, and we can just talk some more until we close off on the show. So I'm gonna take
Yeah.
myself off screen.
So
Hey, hey, Malik,
yes,
on the game just passed. I know you're going to say the president, but who was the second best player you think on the field in
I
the game just passed against? 'Cause I know you're going to say the
I'm
best player was the president, so I want to give you that.
I'm gonna give you my four best players. All right.
Yeah, the president is number one, right?
Yes.
Tell the people who the president is, please, so they know who you're talking.
Tiffany Cameron. Tiffany Cameron.
Yeah.
If you're watching, we love you, Madam President. Please continue to score goals and just make us happy. And then the second player was Bun Bun. You know who Bun Bun is?
Yeah, Bunny Shaw.
Alright, Bunny Shaw. That was the second. Third, Jody Brown.
So the whole forward line is one, two, three.
And then, cause I mean the defense did a good job. Well, I gotta give you five. I gotta give one of the defense. The fourth one, just because of her energy and what she brought to the game, and looked like she could be, the next big superstar, is Kiki.
For the 10 minutes that she was
Yes,
on for.
yes. Cause she came in for 10 minutes. She had what, two shots on goal
Yeah.
in 10 minutes,
Yep.
and then the fifth one, I gotta give it to oh my gosh, I keep forgetting her name. She just posted something on Instagram today.
Swaby?
Is that her? Hold on.
Alison Swaby, one of the sisters?
Let me see. Let me see. Let me go to the JFF Instagram. Let me see. Um, Page.
Oh, she came on too.
Yeah, and Page.
Okay, so my best players were not in any order. I'm not gonna put them in any order. Bunny, Jody, the goalkeeper, because
She did
that pass
good.
she made for the first goal, that was simply brilliant.
hmm
Never see a Jamaican goalkeeper do that in my life.
hmm
So and then you had Asha.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Asha, and we had Kiki. Because I'm biased towards Kiki, so I'm going to always mention her name. I'm going to keep mentioning her name to the coach.
Mr. Mikey,
Dream,
I'm telling
Mr. Blaine, when dream about her, that the Mikey Balin keep mentioning her name. Kiki, Kiki, Kiki,
Miss,
Kiki.
Mr.
Huh?
Mikey, I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
me and you, we are going to war. We're going. Everybody gonna have to want Crystal go after her. Cause it's gonna be bottles, bed, Vox flinging. Cause I don't see how you did not name the president. That yeah. Come on. She is
You
the
see,
she is
no,
the
listen, no,
leader.
listen. She played well. I said the top five. My
Yeah, so
top five.
she should have been number 2 or 1 on your
No, but how
top
come you mentioned
five.
the goalkeeper who started the whole thing? She scored the first goal. She set the first goal. The
But
goalkeeper was, I mean, she made a, I mean, the shot that scored on her is because she was off her line. And most
but
goalkeepers are off their line.
yes,
So,
but
yeah, everybody makes a mistake. But that pass alone that she made give me confidence that we can surprise teams.
Mr. Mikey, Tiffany was on the defense. She was in the midfield.
Did you know why?
She
You know, you know,
she was on the she was everywhere. I'm like, hold on.
listen,
She playing 3 different positions.
The reason why she scored is because she was on Tallawah TV the night before.
Yes, she was
Without
on here.
Tallawah TV, she wouldn't have scored.
Yeah, she was on here with her constituary. The constituary that gave her the nickname. I am her special advisor.
Aye. Oh, okay. Well, Crystal, I'm not going to say nothing bad about Tiffany, not even a whisper, because I don't want any wars. Because I hear that people in DC, that they're very when they like somebody, them get overboard, and then he may take the Amtrak up to New York to come step on me.
Nah, I'm not taking no train. I ain't take no not to make jokes. Not to make jokes, but I'm not trying to take no train up to New York right now. Not to make no not to make no joke.
Okay, I understand why you said that. No, but that was the subway. That was the subway. That was
Uh,
that was the subway.
so
We have
Mhm.
Rockford, we are talking about women's football. Mikey and Malik are picking their top 5 players, I think. As I was leaving the
Yes.
room, I think they
yes.
said top 5 players. So they are
So
definitely talking about women's football. Jermaine Miller, thank you for your question there. Jermaine's asking what's the number for the call-in. Right now, Jermaine, I don't have a number for that. I was
Yeah.
actually asking if you guys would
But we're
like to
back to
see.
women football. We're back to women football. We're talking about. Oh well, maybe that's yeah.
so
Yeah, he
Crystal,
probably
who
just chimed in and is wondering what are
Yeah.
we talking about. But yeah,
Yes.
Jermaine, I'm just asking you guys in the comment section if you want me to introduce WhatsApp call-in show. So far, you guys have all said yes. Well, not you all. The majority of you have said yes.
who
Um,
is your top 5 by the way after you done? Who you would like to hear your top 5
well,
after
for the,
you
I
done?
don't want nobody sending a rocket to me in London because I'm poor as it is. So I'm putting Tiffany Cameron right in there. Um, Tiffany's in there. I'm gonna get Mr. Balin on something because he's gonna be telling me no, and he probably won't tell me no now because he knows where I'm going. Obviously the skipper, Bunny, Jody. So okay, so I'm saying okay, so we've got
That's three.
Tiffany, Jody, Bunny, Chinaloo. Oh, he
Four.
said 5. No, this is tough. Oh my god, this is tough.
Spencer, the goalkeeper.
You wasn't impressed? Are you talking about the whole entire round? Are you
No,
just
I'm
talking
talking
about
about
the
this
first
what
game?
last game, the last game, the
Oh,
last
the
game.
last game. The last game. Okay. The last game. I mean, I could see why you would say the keeper, but I could
That
easily
first goal,
I could
that
shake
first
the room. I could shake the room up and then say because you said you picked Kiki there based off what we saw towards the end.
yes.
That's not enough minutes. I'm not arguing against it. The reason why I'm saying it is because I want to throw Marlowe's name into the hat.
Well,
But
I mean,
It's
with Kiki, like I said, I gave Kiki number 5. number
Yeah,
4. I think I gave it number 4. But I
Kiki
give
can be in it for sure.
yeah,
But
cause he had
but
2 shots from goal in 10 minutes. So you can give her
but
that.
But if we're just talking about moments in the game, I mean, Marlo had her own moment when she picked out Bunny up top.
Yes,
Two games in a row that she's picked out Bunny up top.
that
That
is
one
true.
fell to Bunny's feet. So, and I think you would have seen a much better Marlo Sweatman if she had protection around her. So hopefully, so two
Yeah.
names I'm not playing about with on this platform is
And
Kiki and the president Tiffany Cameron. I'm not playing around with those two names because I know what will happen.
and and a honorable mention, an honorable mention we must go to Alison Swaby, the older of the two Swaby sisters. She had a wonderful game. And if you
Yeah,
go through all 4 games that we played,
yeah,
I would put her in my top 5 based on overall 4 games. Alison Swaby.
And the
She
honorable
was
yeah,
the
a
number
total standout. And
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't show because she's playing defense. I think, she set
Effortless.
up. I think she set up one of the goals in one of the games too, or 2 of the goals, because she goes forward a lot and she makes some, good passes up front. So
Yeah.
if you're going to put on a whole, she'll be in the top 5 when you combine all 4 games.
and
I
another
can't
and
put.
another
I wouldn't put the goalkeeper in it because she didn't play all the games. And she didn't play. She played a total of 2.5 games. Yes, 2.5 games. So I wouldn't put her in there. Kiki wouldn't be in there because Kiki didn't play a lot. So I put Jody Brown, Bunny,
Definitely.
Asha, Swaby, and who am I missing? Asha, Swaby. Let's don't forget. I have to think about the 5th one, but those 4, Trudy, because she played Trudy. Yeah, Trudy would be the 5th one.
Yeah,
I
Trudy
would
did
want.
her thing. Trudy has to get
Right,
her
right. So
credit.
Trudy
She,
would,
she
would
did
be
her
the
thing.
fifth. Would be the 5th.
Yeah,
But
Trudy did her
because
thing.
but Swaby, Alison Swaby,
Mm-hmm.
she is not. She's in the top 3, not the 5th
Yeah.
one, but she's in the top 3 because she played well every single game. I don't think I see her making a mistake.
but another honorable mention that I want to give out. I don't know if Luis Perez Jr. is watching
Mm.
this game, and this is not for Jamaica, but the girl who scored the goal for Domrep
Yeah.
just because she got the, even though it's because of how our midfield was playing, but she was running through our midfield all night, and she got that goal from outside the box. I want to give her, the play of the game. Well, not the play of the game, but the honorable mention play of the game for Dominican Republic. She was the MVP for that game.
And the
I
number
think
2,
you're
the
talking
number
about the
2
number
on DR.
50 for
Yes, the
number
number
two
Yes.
six.
for DR. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Dionisio, something like
I,
that.
I'm not going to try.
Dionisio. I butchered your name. I'm sorry, but the number 15 is
Yeah,
Gonzalez. Um,
No, number two, she plays for Yale in the college ranks. She was working on Jody. She was. They had a fight the whole game.
Jody had the last laugh though, but yeah, she was
Yes,
she was
Jody
she
got.
was the
If you
piece
want to
of
say who
Jody.
if you want to say
Yeah,
who got in the end of the game, who was the better, who got the better of who, Jody got the better of her.
100%, hundred
Yes, because
percent.
2 times Jody turned her around. Turn her own. And
Yeah,
Kiki
yeah,
got the Kiki thing. I think turned. No, it was on the opposite side.
well,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
so
a pleasure seeing both Kiki and Jody Brown. Um, the
I
fact that we've got both of them in the same team is just it's
listen.
ridiculous.
just
Just
because,
for just for my bias, I like to see Jody Brown on one wing and Kiki on the other wing,
I
and see
let
what will happen.
I like that. I like that a lot.
let
Definitely
me
like
ask you
that.
Two
this.
20-year-olds going, 2 20-year-olds, the 2 youngest girls on the team, more than likely they're the 2 youngest girls on the team.
The
I let's
babies.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. So let me ask you, Mr. Mikey, and Christy, this. With the forwards that we know that we do have right now, right?
What? Yeah.
Who who would you want to see as the wingers and the forwards combined as your attacking position at the next round?
Well, listen. The president will have to play because I haven't seen enough of Kiki, and I know for me, I have a bias. I don't want, but if I want to be truthful, as truthful as possible, I would say, um, the president,
Okay.
Jody, and Bunny. But I think if you give Kiki a good run, she may just do something special for you. That's what I think. The ten minutes she gets in each game is not doing her justice. Because I see
I
her
think
skill
that
level
works in
at
our
college
favor,
level.
though, Mikey.
Yes, it works. If somebody goes down, I mean, remember you got Paige Gailey backing up also
No,
over there.
not
So
even that. In terms of how do you plan like for a player that you know nothing about? I mean, we know about her, but the
yeah,
opponents, you'd have to do extensive
well,
homework on her.
yeah, well, and that's the homework is there because if you go on the YouTube, you can see most of her games that she played for her college team.
Yeah,
But it's a nice problem to have for Mr. Blaine to have so much players that can fill in if case a player or two goes down. So you're not losing a beat, basically. But if you don't play a player enough, that player will get much rusty. And when you put them in, they don't look as good as you thought they were
not as
because they
sharp.
weren't playing. They're not as sharp as you would like them to be.
Mm,
The only, when you're going back to the women team now, I tell you, the only problem I see, they need to shore up the wing backs. They shore up the
yeah,
wing
yeah.
backs, and I'm sure I don't know if Miss Plum is coming back if she's going to make it in time for the second round.
No, I don't think Konya is out for personal reasons. I'm definitely not
Okay.
expecting to see her for July. Definitely
Okay.
not expecting to see her
So
for
therefore,
July.
so hopefully they have a defender because I don't think that the other Swaby sister was the younger one.
So will
I
she be?
Chantel?
Chantel is not. I don't think she is up to the. I mean, she's not gonna. If you're up against Canada or the U.S., I think it's going to be a problem with Chantel.
Mm,
I
mm.
think we need a little improvement there.
Well, I'm,
Not say, yeah.
well, I was saying, with our defense, if that midfield, if we could get Drew Spence in that midfield, I am telling you, I am not scared of Canada. I will knock at Canada. We will. I will be there with the reggae girls. I'm just, in my mind, knocking at Canada front door, saying, "Hello,
Yeah.
we're not scared of you. We came
Let's,
here to beat you today."
but I'm asking you a question. If you put Juve Spence in the midfield, which midfield are you leaving out?
What midfielder am I leaving out?
Yes.
Ah, I would gotta say Marlo.
Okay.
You,
That's
you
me too.
would,
I would say
yeah,
Marlo.
Crystal. Do you? We need
I think
a
it depends
pool.
on the opponents. I think it depends on the
If it
opponent because
if it's
some,
Canada or the US, it gotta be Marlo.
yeah, it all
The,
depends on our
the
opponent,
speed,
and
the, s-
it
the
also
speed
it
of the other
also
team.
it also depends on the midfield stability there. In terms of you can't just play Marlo with no supplement next to her because she will expose her game. So yeah, I think it depends on how we're lining up and who's going to be there to complement her. So I think that's something that we've touched on. That if you're playing Marlo, she needs somebody to protect her, so you can exploit her capabilities and abilities.
I, I have a question. There's this other Bailey lady that's on the team, right? That plays in
Jay
England, right?
Bailey, yeah.
She's a midfielder. I just
Nick,
can't remember.
she's versatile. You can slot her in defense as well.
Okay, and then you have what's the name? Sloan. That's her name. The girl that
Slow
played it.
Havana, you're putting her in midfield.
What happened? Is she injured or something? Why she's not on the team?
She's on her recovery. So it's funny how they've not done it. Well, it's not their job to do updates. That's more of
What club she
it-
plays for?
maybe that's more to do with her club that has to
What what club
what's
she
the word
plays for?
what's the word I'm searching for? What's the word
Her
I'm searching?
injury
Give us
report
yeah, injury report.
update. Yeah.
If you want to put it that North Carolina North Carolina Courage. Is that how you pronounce their name?
Oh, she
North
played. Oh,
Carolina
she plays.
Courage.
Oh,
She plays in the U.S.
Yeah, she's
University.
NWSL
Okay.
player.
So I have a
So it'd
question
be
to ask you now,
interesting to
Crystal.
see. Yeah.
Which league do you think is a stronger league? The NWS, whatever it is in the US, or the British Super League?
It's an
Can I answer
excellent
that?
question. That's an excellent question.
Okay,
That's
guys,
an
in the comment
excellent
section
question.
and ladies, try
Let
to
me
let me
answer
know.
that. Let me answer that. I'm gonna
The
Yeah.
thing
say
is, I rate the NWSL. I rate it highly. But I think the quality is there in the FA Women's Super League, which is obviously the top division there in England. The quality has definitely improved over the years, so much so that we're actually seeing a few players from the NWSL come over and play in our top league here in England. But I think the NWSL edged this one for me, but they're not far apart. They're not far apart.
Okay.
I
well.
don't
Okay,
I'm
think
a,
that
that's
they're
what I
far apart. I don't think
well. Let me,
there's a clear distinction there, like there, but maybe the NWSL's edging it.
well, I want to
And
answer
I
that
think, sorry to
question.
interrupt you, Malik. I think the reason why the NWSL edges it is if you look at what's been done at grassroots level over in the stateside, the way they nurture their players, the way they believe in their players, the facilities, everything is there for them. When you look over here, it's pretty bleak. In terms of grassroots level and working your way up into the women's game.
okay.
All right,
Yeah.
so I wanted to say, I would say that because from listening to players, especially like Bunny Shaw and other players, I would say the the Super FA. That's what it's called, right, Kristen?
The FA Super League and
The,
sorry, call it the WSL Women's Super League.
okay, okay. The FA Super League is better than the WSL because Bunny Shaw, like that's why Bunny Shaw said when she was in college, she was supposed to go into the draft for the WSL, but she turned the draft down to go over into Europe because she said the WSL is all about the physical style of play. She said it's not that she don't like have that or could play that, but she said she wanted to learn more about the techniques and the stuff that they was teaching over in Europe that they wasn't teaching over here. It's just like I would probably say that's the same thing about the MLS. They don't teach that over here. They teach of the other style, physical and all that, but not the techniques that you need to be a great woman soccer player or any whatever whether it's man or woman, but a great woman soccer player.
Yeah, there's quality there in both leagues. I'm actually so happy to see the growth of the WSL because I just think that it's just so like pleasing on the eye. Even if I'm sitting and I'm not watching a team, and I'm watching a team that's not in relation to my men's team that I support, or there's no Jamaicans on the team, like the quality there is just it's incredible. Teams like Arsenal, obviously, the most successful English women's football team. Their trophy cabinet. Have a look at their trophy cabinet, and you'll be blown away. So I think that for me, NWSL is there because of the complete package that you get with NWSL, not just about going pro, but the fact that if you look at the NWSL, it's the pathway. I feel like their pathway is better than the pathway that's here in the Women's Super League, because it's only
Uh,
now that we're the Women's Super League that they're proper trying to back the game financially,
okay.
in
I have
terms
a
of
question.
accessibility and so on.
Well, it's the same. I was trying to interrupt you, Mr. Mike. Let me just say
Yeah.
this before you get. But it's the same thing with the WSL. The WSL is just recently, like since that big lawsuit with the United States women team came out,
Mm.
that they started to be like back the league the way that they backed in the league. But at first, they wasn't like you wasn't hearing enough. You couldn't go on YouTube really and find a lot of videos about it or anything. But recently, since that lawsuit happened, that's when everything changed. But go ahead, Mr. Mikey.
Yeah. This lady from Leicester, I think she's a defender that they're talking about so much. Is she that good?
Who are you talking about? What's her
I,
name?
I, I listen. I can't keep up. I don't want to say a name, but there was someone from Leicester City that's supposed to be coming to the Reggae Girls.
From Leicester
They claim,
City.
yeah, or there's a defender that's coming from a British club that's supposed to be a central defender coming to the Reggae Girls. Or that was
Can't think of who you're thinking of, but let me touch on something and like give it a quick thought, because let's remind ourselves in terms. I saw someone say that the WSL is new. The NWSL, the Women's Nationals Women's Soccer League, is newer than the WSL. And it's amazing to think that, because you would think it's the other way around. Like the NWSL is looking to celebrate their decade, their 10th year anniversary towards the latter stage of this year, and the women's Super League that's been going what top flight football here for women, what 12 years plus, where that branding is concerned. So the WSL has been around for a shorter period in comparison to the WSL. But it's crazy because I feel like worldwide people are more known. I feel like the NWSL is more known than the WSL. Both names are too similar that it's confusing, but I hope you guys get where I'm coming from. So I don't think that there's a clear winner here. I can't say outright that the NWSL is better, but I think how they prepare um, their athletes in the United States, for me, is better than how they're prepared here in England.
So let's let me ask you if okay Arsenal was the last team that was the last team to win a women's championship last season, right?
Only wants to do it. I want to make that loud and clear.
Okay, so
yeah, right. Push your button. Push
okay, so
push your team. Push your team.
so if
Oh, you mean
Arsenal if
first
Arsenal was
first first
the
English club to win it all, Malik? Just in case you're wondering.
no able no but you bragging but
No,
Chelsea
I'm just
right
I'm just
there
saying,
but
Malik. I know you love women's football, and I know you don't mind being educated. So I'm just
you
saying they're
know
the first to win it all.
you know Chelsea
Trophy
right there
cabinet.
Chelsea right there creeping up knocking at the door
It's a
asking for
might. It's a might. But
look
the way Arsenal trophy cabinet long it gonna take. By the time that me and you know dip on the planet, Malik.
but yes, I was about to say so. Arsenal, if Arsenal play the Washington Spirit right now, right?
Yeah.
Who would you say you would have win in that game? If
Have you
Arsenal
heard
would,
have you heard have you heard Skillibang's new song?
which one? He come up with new songs like every week.
WAP.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's Arsenal with the team that you just mentioned. They
What is it?
Wappings.
so
The Wappins.
Yeah.
so that
Skillibang new
means
song. WAP 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 WAP.
so that means so that means if you would say Arsenal, the defending champion, would be the NWSL defending champion. You can say that the English league is better.
Doesn't necessarily mean that though. Like I said, it's not. It comes down to personal choice. I don't think there's a clear winner there. I don't think it's a clear winner because I'm looking at the whole process leading to the professional game. I'm not just looking at saying, oh, they play professional football in the women's Super League. Remember, it's only recent in the last, like, say, a few years now that we've been able to watch women's football, top flight women's football, accessibly easier, whether it's through
Mm-hmm.
the FA player or on Sky Sports. We didn't have that. We didn't have that. And I think the Sky Sports deal is like going into like its second year now. I think this is its second year. So it's like those are all the things that I consider when we're like weighing up the options. And again, top flight women's football that's been there. It's not nothing new. Like we all knew about women's Arsenal women's football for decades. Sorry, yeah, Arsenal women's football club for decades. But like I said, the women's Super League is much older, like not much, few years older than the NWSL. But other people probably assume that it's the NWSL that's older than the NWS the NWSL. People probably assume that it's older than the WSL. Um, and then Manchester United, I think Manchester United's team came about in 2018. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's when they came about with their women's team, or maybe it's older than that. Maybe it's 2019 or 20. I can't remember when Manchester United women came about, but might not actually. I don't think it's 2018 because that 2018 is too, it's too early. Was it 2018? I need to
remember,
check.
Crystal,
It
that
might have
the
been
la-
2018. Let me check.
the
Let
last
me
two
check.
years of the world wasn't really was a
Ah,
different.
yes. That's why, Mikey. You're right. That's why I'm getting confused. It was
The la-
2018, guys.
yeah,
It
the
was
last 2 years,
2018.
everything. I mean, I don't even count those last 2 years anymore, because those are wasted.
Yeah.
That the last 2 years was terrible for a lot of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's football, sports, everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
them two
I think the
years.
way they prepare athletes in America is better though. That's why I think they slightly edge them out. Look at their facilities at university level and the amount of support that goes into their system there, and they're trying to mold and create players. Like England's nowhere near that level.
Well, if you look
Definitely
at
nowhere near that level.
Well,
what
what
we
I must give the U.S. when it comes to sports, I mean, from high school to college, it is incredible because when I see the girls play the high school down the road from me here, I see them girls playing football. I mean, they play well. Every
Yeah,
team
they
have at
are.
least
Yeah,
three,
they're
four
very.
good players on it, and I'm looking like, wow. Yeah, sometimes look better than the boys. I tell you the truth.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because the woman game is simpler than the men's game. Yeah, the men's are
Yeah.
more simpler. They're simple, and the girls are so polite because in my days, if a man fall, you just look at him and walk or leave him. You don't want to ask him, all right. The girls, if
Yeah.
them hit you, them come over and say, "You okay?" And no, 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 you touch a man, you tell him sorry after the game finish.
Yes,
You don't tell him sorry during the game.
Leon is right as well. La Liga is breaking all types of records, in terms of having sold out matches.
Yes,
Levels above, I don't know how.
eighty-one thousand one in one game.
As well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Clearly for me, the turnout for women's football in top flight in the States, that looks more better, like a better turnout in comparison to what you see over here, because it's only one or yeah, it's about, say for example, the big matches, so like your derbies are being played at like the main stadium where the men's game are usually held. So be it your North London derby where the women's team's concerned, that one got rescheduled recently, and that's going to be held at the Emirates, and I'm expecting a decent turnout. But when you compare that to La Liga, where you're having sold out games in, like, it's say 60 plus thousand, it's way more than that. It's like you can't really compare it. So if you guys are judging it solely based off the football itself, as in the game itself, then you're probably leaning towards the WSL. But if you're looking at the quality of football, if you're looking at the support, if you're looking at the nurturing side, then you probably sway towards other leagues. Because yeah, it would be great to watch competitive league football here in England, and everything is just sold out on a regular basis, not just on a one-off. Everything just completely sold out. You've seen it in the women's La Liga a few times.
Yeah, I think in 10 years, well, maybe 5 years time, the women league is going to be right up there with the men.
Yeah,
Because if you look at the quality of the players now and how skillful they are, let's look at Jamaica's team. Take a team that we know, the Jamaica team. You have a player like the president. Um you have a player like Kiki on the bench. The president is switching time with Paige Bailey, because look at Jodie. I'm sure when Jodie leave college, a million teams gonna want her
a hundred
because
percent, 100%.
you see how she's confident on the ball, her control, her first touch. I mean, the women game is going to be very competitive, and the women game going to be, and it's never going to be up there with the male game. because men are naturally stronger um, than women when it comes to strength. But it's going in 5 years' time. I mean, it's going to be right up there because look at the DR team. I mean, those girls can play. They're just young. They're just young, but they can play. So give them 3, 4 more years from now in the next cycle, Jamaica better not fall off because they may just tip them over
And then
if
I
we
have
are
a
running to them again. And if you look at the Haiti team, all those girls run hard. I mean, the Haitian team run hard. They never stop coming at you. So it's going to be fun even in CONCACAF when the US is going to be always up at top the cream of the team to beat, like Mexico is the team to beat in the men's division, US is the team to beat in the women's division.
Yeah,
And like
it's
and like and like how we beat Mexico sometime every 3 or 4 years we beat Mexico, we're going to start beating US every 3 or 4 years, the women team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be incredible to see what, because it's already happened. Like I said on a few live streams before, there was a clear intent there where women's football is concerned in England in terms of stifling the growth of women's football. So you guys will probably have to look into Dick Kerr's women, and then you can read about sorry guys, the history of women's football in England and why they pretty much in the last decade have had to pick themselves up and go again. Had there not been politics involved in
But
terms of selling out stadiums, they would have
yeah,
been on par with the men's team, but with men's football, because
but
now we have the Euros coming up this summer, and tickets for the summer finals for the Euro 2022 final at Wembley, that one sold out in less than an hour, and
that's
that's
for the
what's
women.
surprising. Yes, for the women's team, yeah, for women's football. So the
Okay.
support is there. It's just that it's been a rebuilding process.
Well, you see, in everything that women do, like when it comes to sports, there's certain section of the community of the world that feel a woman must be a lady. So they shouldn't play cricket, they shouldn't play football, they shouldn't play basketball, because that's all male sports. And we have to get away from that and say, if you know, because in India, the number one sport, number two sports in India is, or number three sport in India is netball that men play. Men play netball in India. So it is so if they can play netball, why women can play football and cricket and get as much props as the men. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's crazy. So yeah, I mean Europe football in England, they will be out clear runners had they not purposely stifled the progression of women's football. So like I said, do some reading there on Dick Kerr's women. Yeah, let me see if I can find an article. Then if I can find an article for you guys to do some reading.
But you know what's
Uh,
another big women's soccer league? What is it? La Liga BM? The Mexican league.
Yeah, I saw some of that last week. I don't know what station. I was just running through some sports station and I ran into a Mexican female. They are pretty good too. I mean, Jamaica is falling behind because we have to start our league up and start it as quickly as possible
Mhm.
and play on some good, like how the men are playing on good surface now. They should let the
Mhm.
women don't shaft the women and have them playing on no rusty surface.
Nope.
Get them on the same surface the men are playing on now. If you want to bring the Jamaica female football up to catch up with the other people like Mexico or Costa Rica or Panama.
Cause
You know?
like, it's like how you said, have them playing on good fields, have them playing on, like,
Yeah,
okay, the what was the cricket field the Vegas girls just played on? Cause
Sabina
we
Park.
had, yeah, Sabrina Parker. They have a JPL game that had them playing in the jungle, over
Yeah,
there, all in
I-
them little stadiums and stuff, all of our parks and stuff like that.
yeah. The what I think the Jamaican government should invest in just building 4 mini stadiums
Mm-hmm.
in north, east, south, west of the country
Mm-hmm.
that is first class.
Mm-hmm.
That you only play premiership games on those or school finals, only school finals and premiership games.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fields, the pitch will stay in good condition, and the football will get better. And eventually, you can build four more, make it eight somewhere, some other place. But don't concentrate the building of the stadiums or the stadium in Kingston because there's talent outside of Kingston,
Mm-hmm.
and so we have to get the talent from anywhere it is. I mean, you know,
And then another thing, how many teams do you think they should start the league off with? How many
I
teams?
mean,
Because I feel
the Jamaican Premier League. I don't remember how much teams they had in the women's thing. I don't remember. Somebody maybe in the chat could tell you, but they should have at least. But you see, what happened is that Jamaica is a little but big place
mhm,
because it's hard to get around. So you can't have all the teams in one area. See, they're going to need at least 20 teams, so you can have at least one team, sometimes two teams in one parish, because somebody living in Westmoreland and you have a team in Westmoreland, and the closest team is going to be in Manchester. That's a 3 hour drive to go to practice and a 3 hour drive to come home. That would make sense.
nope, not
So
at all.
what you need is a team that should have a team in or start off with parish teams. You play for
Hmm.
your parish. 14 teams play for your parish, and you get the best girls, ladies, from 14. Then you can start spreading out from move out from there
So
and
this is
get
what
proper. Yeah, go
sorry,
ahead.
Mikey, carry on. Carry on.
And then now when you only have 14 teams, you're going to have the best players just basically on 14 teams, and then that's when you're going to get your standard up and pay them to play too. Don't play for free. Give them
Yeah.
money to play, because when you're playing and you're getting money, you're going to play better because you have something to play for.
Hmm.
If you're playing for free, yes, you're going to play. Some people going to play hard, and some people say, "Well, I mean, I don't want to get hurt, because when we get hurt, what am I going to get?"
Cause I'm gonna be honest. It's before. I'm gonna let Crystal go ahead first. I'm gonna let Crystal go
I
ahead.
won't be long. It's just about I'm trying to see if I can find an article to share with you guys at some point. But yeah, so um say just over 100 years ago, so basically a century ago, a crowd estimated to be in the region of 53,000 packed into Goodison Park to watch Dick Kerr. This is what I was telling you about. Dick Kerr ladies beat St. Helens on Boxing Day, and that was in 1920. And I'll read out that
Woo.
spectator there for you, 53,000. So when people are like, oh, yes, records are being broken, but records were being broken way back in the, call it, say, we're going to say that that's still the early, say, yeah,
Days.
yeah, 1920s before the
Crystal,
current century that we're in. Hmm?
Crystal. So they were skirts down by the ankle when they were playing
From not from what I've seen, they were
because
wearing just typical football kits.
really, wow.
Obviously it's in black and white, but no, I don't see no skirts. I don't see no
Okay,
skirts. They're in
okay,
I'll see if I can bring up a photo for you
yeah,
guys.
because
Actually, good shout. Let me see if I can bring up a
in those
photo.
days, women couldn't show their leg.
Nah,
Not even
no,
not even
they
their
weren't
ankle.
wearing
Eh?
they weren't
This
wearing no
no skirts or no short long pants or something like that. Look at him playing cricket or
okay,
baseball.
let me show you guys a picture of them actually. Let's see, shared screen. I read an article for historical context and I just need to dig around to find it. So this isn't the article. Otherwise I would have just shared it with you guys. But so this isn't it. So da, 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 da. This is what they look like. You guys can see them, right?
Hello, man. Zoom in a little, make the picture larger a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh wow, they're wearing real shots, but they're wearing
Yeah, you can
hats.
see it, right?
They're
Yeah,
wearing hats.
can see it now.
So yeah, there's
They
no
all
skirts there.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, but they're wearing hats though. Wow.
But can you imagine how cold it was back then in England, 1920?
Well, yeah, they didn't say what month it was, right?
Nah, but England, I
Yeah.
mean, remember when I
Yeah.
came over here in like the early millennium and it was cold back then, my fingertips used to burn me in winter time, especially when you come home and you put your hands under the tap. Big
Mhm.
mistake.
Yep.
I learned the hard way, but I never learned because I always do it. I said, no man, the place cold, need some hot water.
You, you sound good. You know what's the place cool? It's a place cow.
Cold. Oh God. So yeah, guys. Women's football have been getting high turnout for dating back to over a century ago. So like I said, they stifled the women's game intentionally. So they pretty much had to pick themselves up and go again. If it wasn't for something like that, England would just be clear winners. Again, I don't think there's a clear winner there when you're looking at who's the better league, which team, which country has the better league. When you look at the states and how they do things, but like Mikey said, we can't ignore what they do with their college athletes.
Hmm.
Definitely can't ignore what they do with their college athletes, and that for me, they're gonna have that over the likes of England and elsewhere in Europe for time, couple more decades, probably, hopefully not. But the way they go about nurturing and polishing their talents, oh, it's just wonderful to see. It's definitely
So,
wonderful to
And
so
see.
that's
you
something
don't
I
have
want.
question, Crystal. They don't have a female academy at like any of these big clubs,
I don't see
or the
no female academies around here. I just see probably grassroots, and then you go to the
oh
pro game.
oh
I don't see no
okay.
female women's
Well, that
academy.
that will that will come with time.
I don't.
When they start when they think it's very profitable, they will because let's pick a club. Let's say a club like Reading now that's in the championship, right? And look at they
Yeah,
may even get demoted down to League One, and their women team is in the Premiership, in the Super League, right? Isn't that true?
cause
Female team.
yeah, cause the way they do it, they will have like say for example, girls academy, but obviously then that's you kind of compare it to the boys academy, can you? So the clear pyramid there where the women's team is concerned, if you're not looking at like girls academy, you're looking at the championship and the top flight being women's super league. That's nothing compared to the various levels that you have in the English pyramid, where you have probably call it boys academy,
Hmm.
and then you have the different levels of academy. Do you see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't, yeah, the men's team, men's football from all levels just look better. Obviously, you can look at like Arsenal youth, girls youth academy, where Arsenal's concerned, but yeah, there's loads of work to be done.
Mm.
And yeah, that's something I wanted to touch on earlier when you was talking about the training, equipment and all of that. That they like the gym and stuff that they have. Well, like the gym, it's like I wouldn't really like. I mean, it's basically, the gym is basically what you would say. They originally put it there for I would want to say basketball and like American football, but then like now like how the sport of like soccer is starting to grow in America. That's why they like so now like the soccer players getting to use the gyms and all the other teams starting to use the gym. So that's what the gyms was originally there for. But now they seeing the benefit of building. They getting they players stronger in soccer and more all that stuff.
Yeah, there's a long way off where the women's team is concerned. Even the accessibility for like sorry, academy football, that's more accessible for the men's team than
Hmm.
for the women's team. Like women's team, you got to dig deep and try to actually. I'm there personally. Me, I've never come across a stream of trying to watch academy football where the women's team is concerned or girls team is concerned. So as ever, the there's more efforts there that's put into men's football.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off now. I have to take care of some things before the
Yes,
night is
Mikey,
out.
I'm gonna. I don't think I'm doing a stream tomorrow, which will be Saturday. So the next one, if you can get that picture over to me, Mikey, would
Yes, I
be
have to. Yeah, I'd have to look through a couple of stuff I have here and see if I can pick out one. She
yeah,
have a lot of pictures, but it's like with her college team and all that stuff that she play. Cause she had she played college ball over here too.
yeah,
But I tried to find a picture with she standing by herself or yeah,
yeah. That would be great. That
yeah.
definitely would be great.
All
So
right,
yeah,
so just send me a how we communicate. Just communicate with me for Sunday. All right.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
Sunday it has to be after. Oh, what time? What time you want it Sunday? Because Sunday is my day to be in the galley.
It's up to you. You give me the time because
Um,
I'll
'Cause I
work
don't
with
want to be
your
too late
time.
for you. Cause you're 5 hours ahead of me, so I don't want to be too late for you. So
I'm good. I'm good. You give me a
let.
time that works
All
for
right.
you, and then I'll work
So it's
something
6
out.
p.m. good for me, which is 11 p.m. your time.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's
All right.
fine.
Let's work. If I have to change anything, I'll let you know.
Yeah, and then we'll just take it from there. And another
Yeah.
show, guys, we'll probably look at like academy football, women's academy football in what do you call it, in the UK? Yeah, in the UK, because obviously on the men's side it's more visible. It's not. You have to like go a little bit deeper as ever with women's football. Search around before you can find some information on girls or women's women's football at youth level compared to the men's team. Like the men's team, they have like even their youth Premier League, which again, you can read various data on that. So maybe on another stream, guys, we'll look at the visibility of youth football where girls and women are concerned in this country. If that's something that you guys are interested in.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say good morning to you, Crystal. Good night, Malik.
Good
Good night
night.
to people in the chat, and also good morning for those of you who are across the pond. All right. See you guys on
Right,
Sunday.
Mikey. See you
All
on
right
Sunday,
then.
Mikey.
Okay.
Before
All right
you
then. Bye.
guys cut off, take care, Mikey.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Hmm.
Before you guys in the comment section leave us, please, if you haven't done so already, please do go ahead and hit the like button there for us. Because we actually spoke way longer than we planned. We only planned on speaking for 1 hour, and we've gone way over that as ever with these live streams. So please do go ahead and hit the like button there for us. And again, let me know in the comment section. I'll give you guys maybe a minute to let us know if you want to dive into visibility of women's football at youth level, at academy level. My apologies there. Girls and women's football at academy level, where the UK is concerned. If you guys want us to dive into that, let me know, and we'll go ahead and do so because it's clear which gender has the more visibility and accessibility. So let us know if you want to dive into that because it's not felt like it is with the men's team.
If you can
Um,
check the chat, Crystal.
yeah, I can. Yeah. I was going to suggest that actually. I was definitely going to suggest that. So yes, guys, we can dive into like academy for. I think that's a great idea actually because for me that just feels like no disrespect to the leagues that the clubs that already support girls and women at the lower levels, so the academy level, but just kind of feels like it's not as potent as how they do things in the men's league. So let me know if you guys disagree with that, and we can chop some things up. Hopefully by then I could probably leave this one for a call-in show because I'm gonna try and see if I can do the call-in show for you guys. So we can dive into some academy football where the women's team is concerned, and we can muck it all up because for me it's not visible, or it's not as visible as the men's team. That's probably the best way to summarize it. Like it's there, but it's not as visible as it should be. So let me know what you guys. One. This is why I got so much love for you. One is saying definitely. So we're gonna. I know my memory isn't that great at times, so I'm gonna write it down. So Wun is saying academy football for girls and women. Academy football girls and women. Okay, so I might try and look and see if I can get a special guest for you guys. I'm gonna go for somebody who's very knowledgeable on women's football, so we can talk about that. My apologies, Mr. Price. Sometimes silly questions get asked, right? So you guys want to talk about the visibility of women's football at academy level. I'm still gonna say that it's not visible because I don't feel that it is visible. For me, it's like it might as well say it don't exist when you weigh it up and compare it to boys. And the pathway as well. The pathway is quite interesting. So I think I'm gonna turn that into a special show for you guys. I would also like a video on the struggles of the girls to even participate in any kind of football from lack of opportunity. But I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. This probably ties into the visibility of the game. I'm taking a picture of what you have said, Win Win. I love this. I absolutely love this. I love this. I think culture comes into this one. I think it's culture. Sometimes we have to blame ourselves. Um, Also want to look at it's so broad because then if we touch on this, which we will, we have to look at the England women's national team, and obviously they lack representation there, where black players are concerned. So that opens up a whole different conversation. But yeah, I'm gonna do it when I'm definitely gonna do it for you because the visibility isn't there. Obviously, that conversation is there to be debated by various people, but for me, it's like it's non-existent. It's not as potent as the men's team, the boys, I should say, boys and men. A show on how women's football is structured in the top countries would be good. Yeah, I like that formula. So yeah, there's a few things that we can definitely that's probably one for me and you formula. The other one I will take it. The first suggestion looking at the visibility of girls and women's football in England. Um that's probably one that I could lead on. But for this one, I think me and you can chop this one up. If you're up for it, formula that is. Women's academies in Jamaica is like the amount of JPL clubs in Manchester. You're going to have to add some clarity. That one's gone way over my head. Way over my head. There is I'm sure there's articles on it. There's a book. There's a book there for you. I've got a book on my bookshelf. I'm gonna leave it for when I do this conversation. So I'm gonna put this one in my diary. Academy football, girls and women. I'm going to look at that for you guys. I promise you guys that we're going to look at that. Yes, in the top tier, USA youth soccer is available for families with means. Those without struggle to get on. Yeah, it's expensive, isn't it? It's expensive. Football is an expensive hobby or career to participate with. Okay, I thought so. I thought so. I was thinking, surely I'm not, you know, being a little bit slow. Okay, actually, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, we're gonna look at the lack of visibility there. Academy football. If you guys want to look at academy football in the meantime, check out Arsenal. That's Malik's favorite club, guys. Check out Arsenal's
No,
youth
no,
and Arsenal
no, no,
women.
no.
Check out because we do it right over at Arsenal, the red and white team of London. We do it right. So go check out Arsenal,
I
Arsenal
wanted just
girls
to
and
correct
Arsenal women.
before we
Okay,
come off.
guys?
I just wanted to correct Hot Chili. There is one woman, I mean female soccer academy in Jamaica because when they had the who was it, the under 17,
He's
um
talking about oh, I thought he was talking about Manchester. Go on,
yeah,
Malik.
it's one woman football academy in Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
for for
I thought he was talking about no football academies, women's football academies being based in Manchester. I
well,
thought that's what he said in his other comments, that there was none based in Manchester.
he talking about like the Manchester and Jamaica.
Okay, okay, okay. I noticed a lot when our top players had elder brothers that played and allowed them to play with them. But what about the girls with no older? That's probably why I didn't make it as a pro, being that I'm the oldest sibling. Um, yeah, it's a wonderful conversation to dive into, and I'm going to looking into that for you guys. I'm definitely looking into that. There's yeah, I'm gonna look into that for you guys. But if you guys want to be chime out looking or diving into women's football from academy level, girls and women, go ahead and look at Arsenal. And yeah, there's quite a few there to if you look at the progression in terms of developing talented footballers in England, you'll be surprised how many of the best of the best have played for Arsenal. So that's something that you guys should definitely look at. Some of the best players who no longer play for Arsenal or play for other top teams in the league. Go ahead and look at that. You guys will be surprised, I think.
And don't forget to look at Chelsea too.
Coach Karumi made some good points about girls' youth players in the previous show. That might have been in the last show back on Wednesday night, I think. This the only time this season I will be looking up. You know what, Hot Chili? Stop dealing with my side like that, because some of your players, check where some of your players started out, okay? Hot Chili, check where some of your players started out. You're coming over to bad up my team, but you need to go and have a look at where some of your notable players started out in terms of youth career. Talking about youth career, there might not have been visible back when they started up. Obviously, it's probably more visible now because of social media. You need to go check on, I would say, outside of money, your best player, basically, to have a look at where your best player started off, and you'll be pleasantly surprised with that one. MPEC, you know, I used to like you, and then now you're speaking languages that I can't read.
Impact,
I don't know what that says. MPEC, I can't read certain
impact.
words.
All you gotta tell Crystal is Lauren James and Drew Spence.
I mean, Drew Spence, yes. I'll leave Lauren James to you for obvious reasons. Um, Leon Price. I mean, Leon, Mr. Price, your team came about in 2018. Arsenal women, we've won it all. We've won it all. We've won it all. Like I said, check some of the biggest names and from academy youth team. They played for Arsenal. Once they're good, once they're talented, they've come through that Arsenal system. So
And if
have a look at some of the biggest names that's in the WSL right now for any team. Look at some of the names.
and if I'm correct, didn't Chelsea win the women's UEFA Champions League too? The same they won it. If I'm correct, we
When was
won
that,
it.
Mr. Mills? You might have
It
to
was either
refresh my memory with that
it
one.
was, it was either last year or the year before because the men and the women won it the same year.
I think you have to refresh my memory with that one. I mean, my memory is pretty up there when it comes to Arsenal, but I don't know about no other team in London. So you might have to bring some facts to the table with that. But I just know the team in London that wears red and white.
Can
They were the first team to win it all. I
can
don't
you
know
look
about
can,
no other
can you
team.
look it up? Can you look it up and make sure I'm correct? Because I think I'm correct with the.
I mean, I don't think you guys did. There's no way you guys have won
I
that. That's a big
I
trophy, you know, Malik.
I think we did that same year last
You
year. I
didn't
think we
win it.
did. I think we.
You didn't win it. You didn't win it, Malik. You could not have won it. Only one team have done it all. It's Arsenal. I can bet you. How much do you want to lose? How much you
All right,
feel? You look like a wealthy young man. How much you want to lose? I take any amount from you. Arsenal women only want to win it all.
No,
Um,
I'm telling you,
I
Chelsea might
promise you,
too.
I promise you, only want to win it all.
I'm
Promise you.
Christy. I'm telling you, Christy. So
How much do you want to lose? How much do you want to lose? Name a finger.
how
Actually, guys,
how
in the comment section, pass this one over to you. How much will Malik pay me when he loses? Because I'm
how much
saying
how
Arsenal are
much
the
will
only women's
Crystal
team to win it all.
how much will Crystal pay me when she loses?
I won't, because you won't win it. I'm confident in that. I'm confident in that, Malik.
Leon Price put up a figure.
I'm gonna leave you to it. I can sit here and wait until you give me an answer, but I'm gonna leave that one to
All right,
you.
Leon Price put up an answer right there. He put up a
I'm gonna leave that one to you, because what I don't want is for you to think I'm making up figures, or I'm doing something magical with my keyboards or whatever. So I'm gonna leave you to figure that one out, and you can get back to me on that. But I know for a fact that this Arsenal women that's done it
I'm so
all the way.
Chelsea won it all too. I'm sad
No
to
way,
say.
no way, no way, no
Let me
way. Chelsea
see.
women won it all.
I'm
No
gonna go on
way.
there. Let me see if I can get the Instagram page up.
Alright, I'll wait. No way you've won it all. I'll wait on him, guys. I'll wait on him to come back with some disappointing news, because I know for a fact Chelsea women have not done nothing that Arsenal have done like that. Won it all. Malik. Malik, I might have to ask Malik to move to London, guys.
Alright, hold
I
on,
got
Mike.
all day, Malik. Don't rush it. Don't take your precious time. I got all night for you to come back with that for me. I got all night. All night. I got all night.
See,
Arsenal did it,
it
Arsenal did
ain't
it in
telling,
Arsenal did it in '06, by the way, in case you're wondering. I
it
got
ain't
all night.
telling. I'm trying to find it, but it's not telling me right now because it was like so long ago. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you could look it
You
up,
hear that, people. You hear that, people. You
if
hear the excuse.
if you could look it up, you if I might say if you could look it up, if you could look it up, it might tell you on the internet.
One. You know when you're side a big side, you have big chat. Malik, you lose this one, Malik. I don't even need to look it up,
Cause,
Mr. Mills.
Cause it says right here so far, it says that we are a
Malik, you're not.
domestic quadruple winners. So I know we had to win the Champions League
Malik,
if
you've
he's a
not won the Women's Champions League. I promise you that. You've not. I don't even
see,
want to look it
but
up.
see, but at the same time, you're not willing to look at that. So that means that I'm correct. And
I don't want to look it up. All right, guys, in the comment section, do you guys want me to look it up? Malik owes
when
me money, guys. Do you want me to
when
look it up?
one give us a hell yeah, because I know you're gonna give me the hell yeah. We're give me the hell yeah.
Malik, a beat them. I don't really like beat people in Malik, but it looks like you're gonna have to take a beating from me tonight. I don't really like to beat people. Guys, in the comment section, let me know if you want me to look this one up for you, because I'm certain that they've not won it. I'm certain Chelsea women no win the Champions League, but I know Arsenal women win it. But if Malik wants us to do it, guys, we can do it. It's not a problem. We can do it. I don't mind taking what's rightfully mine from Malik. Malik came with big chat, people. You ready, okay, so one said, LOL, Coach Karumi said I should beat you. Yep. All right. All right, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it, Malik. I'm gonna go for it, guys. Let's bring up Chelsea women. Let's bring up Chelsea women and see. See if I can just load this up for you guys. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Come on. Malik really wants to put Chelsea in the same sentence as Arsenal. Malik, Mr. Mills, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that, Mr. Mills. Let's get up this. Where's their honors? Chelsea women honors. Bear with me, guys. See if I can get up their honors. This is taking longer than actually expected. Can't.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got everything right here. I got everything right here.
No, no, don't worry yourself, because I don't want no funny business going on behind the scenes in my league. People in
I
the
got
comment
every
section.
I got everything right here.
No, no,
Ev-
it's all
ev-
right, Malik. I'm gonna bring it up on screen. Don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself, Mr. Chelsea. So Malik said Chelsea have won the Women's Champions League like Arsenal. And we're gonna have a look at that, people. See you go. What does that say, guys? Can you see that on your screen? Tell me if you guys can see that on your screen. Let's
No,
zoom. Can you see it, guys? European competition, UEFA Women's Championship. Sorry, Champions League. Runners up 2020, 2020, 21. That's what it says, guys. That's what it says. If we scroll up, I'm sure you guys can see that. Which team is this, guys? Let's scroll up and see which team this is. Chelsea women. Let's see if we can zoom out because I don't want nobody to think that we're cheating. Chelsea women. Now, if we go over and look at Arsenal women, like I
you
said,
sure you sure
check
you
out.
can trust sure
No
you can
man, no
trust
man,
Wikipedia?
no. I just want clarity. Check out Arsenal girls and Arsenal women there as well, guys. Big side. See the red and white with the cannon? Arsenal women. So we're gonna scroll down and look at some honors for Arsenal women because a big side, guys. You see all those domestic trophies over there, guys? 15 record. Look at the trophies won from the early 1992, guys. Let me scroll down because a big trophy we are dealing with. Scroll down and look at European competition. You talk about pedigree, when you talk about big side, big women's football team, guys. Mention Arsenal for me. What does that say? 2006
But
winners.
can I ask, well, let me ask you this though. That was 2006. Crystal, I don't even remember how old I was in 2006. Do you remember how old you was in 2006?
I do remember how old I was in 2006.
And I know you wasn't paying attention to Arsenal yet in
I was
2006.
100%. That was the same year that the men's team lost their Champions League final against Barcelona. I was miserable.
Well,
That was a school night for me. I was miserable. Yeah, I remember.
I know in 2006 I wasn't paying attention to no
But
Chelsea yet.
Malik, you can't run away from your chat now, Malik. You come out big and bossy and tell me that any money you're willing to take it from me. And now look.
All right, well, you can just put it on my tab.
Actually, said you get caught in 4K.
I'm a who was Hot Chili team though?
Man
United.
Man City, you can't talk to
Uh,
actually. Actually, have big side Manchester City. We can't talk too tough with him. Just gotta let him go. Guys, in the comment section, before I forget my manners, thank you so much for blessing me with your time. This show doesn't work without you. If you haven't done so already, Coach Karumi said, Coach, that's why I love you. Tell him again to pay up. Tell him again to pay up, Coach.
we
Guys, in the
gonna we gonna Coach Kavumi, we gonna put it on my tab.
guys in the comment section. Before I forget my manners, thank you so much for tuning in to myself, Mr. Mills and Mr. Balin. I'm going to be back. I'm about to say later on, but not later on. So tomorrow, Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be on air on Saturday, but definitely on Sunday before the weekend comes to an end. I'll be back. If you're just tuning in, I hope you're having a fabulous Good Friday, probably evening, night time now for most of you. It's 3:15 a.m. here in the UK, so I'm already into my Saturday, and my live stream's come to an end. I was only supposed to do this for 1 hour, and it's gone on for almost 4 hours. We're going to be looking at the visibility of women's football from the academy, girls and women's football from the academy here in England. We're going to be doing that on one of our live streams because for me it just feels invisible. That's not visible. It's not definitely not as visible as the men's team. But like I said, if you want to know about women's football and the football powerhouse, women's football pedigree, potency, then you have to look at Arsenal's women's team, girls and women. And like I said, some of your favorite footballers, some of your favorite footballers from your team, Mr. Hot Chili there, one of your biggest names, one of your biggest stars of Manchester City, came through the ranks at Arsenal. So I hope to lift your mood. I hope Arsenal do rebound against Southampton to lift your mood there, Coach Karumi. Guys, massive thank you to my co-host tonight, Mr. Malik Mills, and also Mr. Mikey Balin as well. Sunday show is going to be special. It's all about we're going to be talking about Michelle Balin, the late great Miss Michelle Balin there. That is the sister of Mikey Balin, played a pivotal role in Jamaican football, where the women's team is concerned, where women's football is concerned, and we're going to be giving her flowers on Sunday night, as it will be her anniversary, her passing anniversary. So I hope to see you guys on Sunday, round about the same time, so around about 11 p.m. UK time. I am 6 hours ahead of you if you're based in Jamaica. So do go ahead and hit a reminder, create a reminder, and I will be back. Mr. Mills, final words?
Final words is that London is blue, the sky is blue, and the water is blue. So London is blue.
This is why I need to find a way of travel, getting Malik over to London. Because if you know London, you know London is never blue. London is always gray skies, gray, cold, and wet. And when things do turn up, it is red through and through. Guys, there in the comment section. So I hope to see you guys here on Sunday. I'm gonna tell him again, one. No other English team can talk to Arsenal women when it comes to history and trophies. You got that right. You definitely got that right. So yeah, guys, Dickers, ladies, you want to do some further reading into the history of women's football in England in terms of academy and girls. Look at Arsenal and look at the talent that they've created and developed over the years. And I will be back over the weekend again on Saturday. I don't know if Malik will be here, but I will definitely be here. Until then, I hope that you have a fabulous weekend. If I do not see you here on Sunday night is going to be extremely special. If you're new to the channel, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you are one of my regulars, please do go ahead and hit the like button. And you know how it goes, guys. Until next time, take care.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.